I know it's going to be another, like, 30 seconds before things actually start to work, but good morning, everybody. Hope you're having a good day. Know that I do my best here. Oh yeah, none of those are gonna sell. It's sad. True. Anyway, good morning. It is I, Samius, and we are playing on the hardcore server today. That's another kick in the jimmies. That's 7. Beef and I are on our level 13s. I think we're going to continue on our favor march. 4 Hands hanging out with us on the channel today. Good morning, buddy.
Good morning.
4 Hand wants me to take the day off because I'm not feeling well. Never. You just got to work through the pain. Work the pain away. Work the pain away. I don't think that actually works that way, but that's what we're going to call it. Alright, so these things that didn't sell, all these Vorpal doodads, all these +4, +5 things, this Featherflying Cloak, all this junk is going to stick around. These various named rapiers and stuff from Temple of Elemental Evil, I don't think they're going to stick around. I think I'm just going to sell them.
I listed most of mine. I sold like 2 of them.
Yeah, I listed all of mine too after you said that you're sold, and then I've got 2 spellcasting ones. The Morning Star and the Maul are both caster ones. And then the Rapier and the Kukri they both give the vulnerability. No nibbles. I did not sell them or list them for very high either. And yeah, they didn't go. So I'm just gonna sell them. I sold a dust cart though.
What did that sell?
Oh, I don't remember. I listed it for maybe 20,000 or something like that. I don't know. I got 14,000.
I rolled a 100 on my daily dot.
Nice. I rolled a 7.
I got 1,500 experience points and a greater spirit cake.
Oh, nice.
Yay!
So you can use those greater spirit cakes
I'll
at
just die.
uncap. I'm saying it is a thing that can happen. So as we're kind of getting together, getting started this morning, I'm gonna let everybody know how my day started. Obviously my nose ran most of the night, so I did not get a ton of sleep. But then the wife got up and the dogs went outside. I'm like, alright, well that usually means that I'll get left alone for the rest of the morning and I'll get some sleep. Because the dogs like move around, kick, do stuff. Like airship Arnold. Thank you. And I'm like, alright, well this is usually a pretty good. It got a little loud on us, didn't it? I'm ready for a ship invite when you're ready. It's usually pretty reasonable time to get some sleep. So a few minutes later, I feel Jersey come back to bed and snuggle. Sometimes he does that when he's not feeling very well. So I'm like, alright, I'm not the only one in the house that's not feeling good. I thought we'd just go back to sleep. So about 15 minutes later, I hear the dog go, eh, and I get warm all up and down the side of my body. Yeah, the dog puked on me this morning to wake me up. It was awesome. So then I had to get up and clean up dog puke. And then I moved into my office to get some sleep. That was really fun this morning. So I got about 2 hours of sleep in my bed, and then I got about 3 hours of sleep in my office. once I shut the door and barricaded it against dogs. Yeah, I was a little bit livid. I think most people could understand that particular anger. Oh, big old bear right there. Big old bear. Alright, Big Papa, let's take a look at some stuff here, shall we? Get a plan for the day really quickly.
Hello.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
What's up, Nimmind?
Good morning.
Never mind.
Never mind.
Nimwind.
Oh man, so many. Well, we've got a lot of really good stuff to do today.
You're level 18, aren't you?
Well, technically holding 20, but yeah, I'm just waiting to farm out 3 more items to take 20.
Make sure you turn those in, because like the guy says, it doesn't automatically keep that. You have to turn your favors and all that stuff in to get credit.
Yeah, I got my bleeding eyes. I'm just waiting to hit 20 to take the cloak.
We found the band that you're named after last night.
Oh, it's actually a single artist.
Okay.
Nevin. He's Nivin's Canadian horror punk occultist.
Yeah, we were doing song requests, and I requested a song from a different band, and it popped up on the related artists, and I was, what? It's actually a band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We listened to one of the songs. It was not bad. I still
Yeah,
think it's just you in a flesh suit pretending to be somebody else.
It's interesting. He's interesting because he's inspired by the Misfits and Calibres and all that, but his dad is a famous brass instrumentalist and for orchestras. So he was classically taught. So you get this weird crooner, but wants to be rock and roll and punk rock at the same time.
Alright, well take 1 second here to figure things out. Looks like most of our 9s are either in House K, and then we have a couple of them over in CO6, and we have White Plume Mountain, and of course we also have the Shadow Crypt.
Let's do CO6.
Okay,
So are we live streaming, and what language can we use?
We're live streaming and it's the daytime, so let's keep it PG-13.
Well, it turns out in the hardcore server, naming your character, I'm on a favorite soul named Booty, and I have an alt name, well, let's just say Tatas, so PG-13 it down, and they didn't stop me from naming characters that.
Yeah, I don't think they actually have I mean, a couple of things obviously do
It's
fire
based on
through.
if people report you.
Yeah, but once people start reporting you is when it kicks in.
But everyone loves Booty.
Pretty much. I mean, I can't disagree with that.
Be like, oh, it's a pirate thief.
I like it too.
I mean, there's whole workouts dedicated to Booty. Squats, deadlifts.
I think it depends on the offense level of the person. And I think at different points in time, different things have different amounts of offense. So, right now, I don't think as many people will be offended at Booty as some other things.
Yeah, if anything, Booty's well, one, it could be used for treasure, right? And two, it's like a symbol of health.
Yeah. Like if it was like Booty Hunter, and then you had a pirate themed outfit, you could argue that. But then somebody else could be the other way around and be like, oh, that's just offensive.
What if you were the gnome with the biggest nose possible and you're a booty sniffer?
Yeah, that probably would.
You know, I bet a lot of people would like I'm getting too aroused to play this game. This guy needs to change his name.
Yeah, I mean, you'd be surprised what people will think and say and do.
I've had people report other people because it broke their immersion.
What?
Yep.
So
like-
I'm testing out the half elf warlock dilettante on the favored soul, and I just wand whip that that eternal searing minor nimbus light one you get. I hit for 17 fire damage and 6 light damage on that.
Yeah, I looked that up, and the adding to the Warlock Dilettante in the tree does not improve your damage, but on spells it does 1d4 perk, and you can maximize and empower it, and it'll work.
That's interesting. I've always thought the enhancements adds on to it because, like, around Giant Horde level, when I was doing my half elf past lives, it started becoming immense.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 1d4, except if you use a spell, then it's 1d4 per character, and that includes epic levels.
That's still really powerful, in my opinion.
Yep, it's great if you're playing a character with SLAs that you keep maxed and empowered all the time, because then it doesn't cost any.
Right. I said I'm very excited to continue to kind of explore it. I've been experimenting with the wizard cleric SLA thing, and it's been a lot of fun so far. It really adds to that particular build, I think.
It's been pretty funny. I've been throwing like the mass hold, and sometimes the guy will just die from the fire damage instead of getting.
Yeah, because don't they get the hold damage too?
They get the fire damage on the mass hold.
Yeah, but like, wouldn't it be increased because they're held?
Oh, I haven't noticed that, but probably.
Well, on my gold row, I rolled a beautiful 5.
Beautiful. Oh, the
Yeah.
Stower has teeth. I've never noticed that.
Yeah, foul miasma.
What kind of animal has teeth this big?
Giants,
No way. That's bigger
My
than.
grandma.
Oh, okay.
the Tarrasques, dinosaurs.
You tell me they killed a giraffe and then made a door out of its teeth?
Maybe it's a fake.
Yeah, maybe it's a mold of a Trask. Because like Trask are famously super hard to kill, and like they're
Right.
used to destroy artifacts. So
It's not killing the Tarrasques that's the problem, it's keeping them down. So they stay down is the problem. Ready?
Ready?
I
So I'm
would
gonna.
I would say the hardest part of a Trask is getting it to call you for a second date.
I was about to go to a similar place. But then I remembered what time of day it was and I couldn't do it.
The freaks come out at night.
We don't care about optionals, yeah?
Nope.
Okay, sweet.
The air here seems choked with bleakness and evil, as if
I need to farm out Night Falls on Stormreach and Quarantine for the Rune Arm and Bracers,
one of the altars of the Dark Six
and to a lesser extent the Repeater.
I'm excited to start some Ravenloft.
must all
Yeah,
some of
Oh,
that
dude.
gear.
I'm ready.
It's awesome. Once you get your 3-piece and 5-piece set from there, you're set. Like, that's all I wore to 20.
I'll probably wear some Sharn gear if we get some of that too.
Yeah, if we pull some.
Yeah, I didn't
Oh, what am I doing?
bother
We should
trying to
just go fall
farm
down
that
here.
stuff because for my build, it really didn't really matter if I had it or not.
What kind of character did you play to 20?
Monk.
That's right.
And I only had to do giant, like level up to level 14 quests to cap out and get my 1750.
I'm glad you know this quest. I've been wandering around here for days.
Yeah, you know what? CO6, one of my favorites for XP.
It's one of my favorites for Reaper XP.
Well, I mean, it also counts, right?
Yeah, like they're all quick. They're all pretty simple.
way, and then
The dark
you can
sixes
detour us
proceed.
at the end, so these guys don't fight us.
You have found the side exit of the temple. You can escape
Nice. Oh no.
Wreck.
I got Booty into Open for All 2 guild. Get all their buffs.
Yep. I'm in the number 1.
Yeah, it's a perk that I was not counting on, but I'm glad that we have access to.
these ruins, where the temple of the six lies.
Yeah, Booty's just happy as fudge to be in here.
What level is the Guild 2?
It's like 47, I think. Yeah,
It's close.
47.
This corridor that obscures the dark
So like 3 more levels, they have basically all the same buffs, huh? Forehand, how are you doing? What level are you up?
Glad you guys are here to like make conversation this morning. I'm still wiped.
I was like zonked out in last pen and paper game. I barely talked and all. I was like, oh man.
Did Celeb kill you?
No.
What did I bribe him for then?
Yeah, he didn't kill us. We're just it was mostly an RP session because we didn't have our tank and we didn't have our healers, so we just mostly kind of like RP'd a little bit here and there. Kind of set up the story for next time.
Last time on Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah. Like I sniffed around and kind of mentioned to people that, and I'll tell Nim here, so maybe it'll help make a little bit more sense. But I am drawn to these dragon eggs, Nim. I'm gonna be very extra protective of them.
Oh, I know. I heard that last night.
Oh, okay. And
He's gonna stuff them in his cheeks and walk around like a hamster.
well, I stuffed one in my baggie, so if I need to, I can take care of things. But yeah, I because of my secret backstory.
Debated with the altar's destruction.
Yeah, my feelings for these dragons are also tied to my back. So like I freaking because Nim's family or culture per se is like nomadic, right? And we like to go outside of towns and cities and perform, not inside. And so like, you know, you hear all this stuff like because of how intrinsic dragons are to magic, they actually just being in an area will start morphing it with their radiation, I guess you would. Like for instance, if a green dragon takes up a part of the forest, it'll start becoming more, green dragony, like
Wait,
the
wait.
trees and vines.
In your world here, where you're talking about stuff, is magic just like mutants and radiation?
Oh no!
It's starting to sound like it. Did you literally just dispel all of my buffs away? Oh, you
No.
what? Yeah,
well,
you
like
did.
magic can radiate from certain magical beings.
Perhaps
Like color is a form of radiation, so technically, like radiation just doesn't have to deal with nuclear.
Sure. I mean, a lot of things are radiation, but I mean, it seems pretty likely to me that what you're describing is the fact that the Okefenokee swamp happened to be next to the Okefenokee nuclear factory during the leak.
Well, like for instance, a swamp will be a swamp, but a swamp with a black dragon in it would be swamp like intensified by the dragon's presence.
Intensifies swampiness.
Yeah.
Maybe dragons are just little nuclear reactors, actually, now that I think about it.
Well, they're more like magical reactors, like depending on, well, except even white dragons, they're like very feral and primal. Like they'll just like eat raw meat and they're like rawr. But like even they intensify the tundra that they're in. Like you know, you see ice walls, and you're like, wow. You know, like usually that takes a long time for naturally to have an ice wall, and just freaking white dragon slayer would have an ice wall, and you're like, wow.
Sometimes I think you're wowed by things that I would not be wowed by.
Well, this is also Forgotten Realm lore that like I get a lot of, but like I think like my character would get like bits and pieces, not the exact Forgotten Realms lore. You know what I mean? Because you're hearing it from word of mouth.
Mm.
So like he wouldn't know it though, you know, from like I would from like reading it. He would be like, I don't know, dragons, even if they're just chilling, affects the area that they're in.
Yeah.
But like, you know, me, I don't care as long as Talus is safe. Like my character's whole thing is destroying the dragon cult, getting Talus safe.
Yeah, getting your lady friend back. Being all manly and rescuing your lady friend.
Yeah.
No, I'm down. I just, you know, this is something in my hand now that I can try to wrap my character around. I just want to... I've had a hard time playing the character. I've been doing that, like, semi-two personality thing. And I think I'm going to tweak it even further.
I thought that was like kind of like a cover to hide your intelligence.
I think it started that way, but now I like it. So I'm just gonna like play into it really hard. I'm gonna make it part of how I interpret my background. My secrets background.
Yeah. Freaking, I wrote this whole big background, and I'm like, I regret it.
Yeah. Well, no. I mean, you had to roll the background, right?
Yeah. Then that's where I wrote my background around.
Right. Yeah. See, mine got rolled, and then I was told it was a secret. Secrets. So I'm like, all right, sweet. Okay, if we run basically directly in the middle of this, we should not get any aggro.
Is that the final last words?
No, should be fine. If we do, however, get some aggro, we can still just detour away.
I was talking to Patrick from
Skeleton probably got.
I mean, I called him. No.
Did you
made it out. I made it out. It was very close.
You know,
Are we
good.
doing the rest of these while we're here, or come back?
We can do them now if you want. I don't think they're... I can trap, and so it shouldn't be that big of a deal to do the next two.
Foul miasma shrouds these ruins. The temple of the Six lies dormant.
If you want to knock them out while we're here. It's a lot of
Yeah.
XP.
I don't care about that. I just hate running.
Yeah, it's fine.
I mean, frack. I just accidentally exited out of a quest.
Frankenburgers.
Frank, Patrick only skipped 5 quests, and last night he was doing 14s, and he was at 3,400, or, yeah, 3,400 favor, and I'm like, wow. That shows you how much of the 5,000 is between, 15 to 19.
Yep, that's the idea.
We've already done 24 quests that I almost never. When's the last time you did like the Parted Veil on the live server?
What?
That quest in House Fjarlin where you gotta protect the mummies. In the
Oh,
Parted
I've
Veil.
never done
Exactly.
Yeah, we did that this
Ever.
life. So we did a lot of various things that we don't do a lot of. So I usually don't do slavers at all. And Beef kind of led me through there. That was an interesting stream.
I mean, we could do part 3, or we could have. but like that infight is so rough, man.
Yeah, I heard there was a group that got it done, but like I'm like, good for you, because I doubt I'm gonna find like a group that can do it. Freaking Patrick did black and blue and newcomers though. That shit blew my mind. Cause I would assume the dots and shit would or stuff would be intense.
Yeah, that black dragon in black and blue does not play around. I've seen people die on their level 30s on elite on that.
Let's see. This guy's just gonna melt in here.
I'm assuming it was like probably a tiefling favored soul tank that has the tiefling acid resist enhancement and the favorite soul acid absorption.
I don't know, man.
That w-
Like, a lot of stuff gets done by people just like crazy enough to try it.
Well, like what Patrick has been telling me is like when he did like Bond 6 and all that stuff, he's like it's just DPS that's freaking hard. Like he said, like we got it done in like 4 minutes. She didn't even have a chance to Inferno. Like so, like if you just kill them fast enough, they won't frank you up. And I'm like, well, that makes sense. But how do you know if we got the group for that?
Just gotta do it. Let me grab this collectible because I want to. Because I want to, then I'm still gonna come over here. Demon Soul Caster, that's gonna be awesome. Watch yourself. Alright, that's good.
Yeah, so like me and Dom talked, and we're gonna start our 5,000 favor tunes up again tomorrow. He just wants to have today to set up, get a new gamepad.
Did he die again?
Yep, he's on Dom 4.
Oh man, what killed him?
Well, either lag or his gamepad got stuck, so he kept on walking, basically forced auto run.
Oh yeah, that's a shitty way to go.
Yeah.
Alright, Randy, go get the aggro. Alright.
Well, hopefully we can catch up to you guys. Maybe we can form a super duper.
Super duper.
Closing its gate to
If you have
Needle
two,
here.
room for 2 more droids.
Sure.
Well, there's only 2 of us, right?
That's fine, let's just go. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to say that. Normally, my rule is anybody who's level appropriate on the server I'm playing on can join us. However, been a little bit more careful and cautious with the TRing here, or the hardcore server. I've had a couple of groups going and they've been pretty good, but those are pretty much only the alt.
Be careful and fresh in the air. I know a lot of people have made characters just to kill other people, and like they'll run and kill all the big boxes and then like teleport out or detour.
I heard a rumor that there's a specific individual that hated the idea of hardcore servers so much that they literally made a character in here to kill people.
That's what I'm talking about.
And I think that is crazy. Like, that's so much effort to hate something. You know what I mean? Like,
I haven't
His
heard
name was
anybody doing
Voodoo.
it yet, but I guarantee you there's somebody that's trying to get to 20s just so they can stay frosty people.
well, I was playing with Patrick last night, and that's where I heard this rumor. There was like, he's like, I heard this one like, there's literally an individual out there that's going all Punisher because he hate. I'm like, what happened to just like not doing something if you don't like it? You know what I mean? Like instead of like, I'm just gonna kill everyone. Everyone's gonna suffer because I hate this.
Well, I have the feeling that I have a feeling that if somebody were to do something like that, there'd be swift retribution from recording.
Yeah, but your character's still gonna be dead.
I feel like that's a situation they can remove and reset that buff. I don't know
I
if they
feel-
would. But I
Seems
feel
like they're
it's-
unlikely to do that. Basically,
feel-
they're like, if you die to a bug, if you die to lag, you're dead. They've already announced.
Yeah, I
But
don't know. Intentional
feel-
griefing seems like a different story to me. I don't care enough about that chest.
I
And
feel
then
that
I get this right here.
this is our society would back like we would post that person's name everywhere.
Summoning fire.
Someone would find his IP address or something.
Before it could overrun sorrow.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know retaliation in that direction either, but we'll see. Have I played Samurai Showdown? I feel like we had a conversation about this
A foul
a
miasma.
couple
could
of
see-
streams ago, and
I
I
can
got
see other
confused.
people also farming up like the wild mage belt and dancing you at inappropriate times.
Oh man.
That's a risky level because those are like level 18 quests. And you have to be level 19 to do them.
You don't have to be level 19 to do it.
The jungle.
Oh yeah, you could be level 16 or you can't be level 20 and do them.
But I mean, like, it wouldn't be that hard to just like run your character up to 18, farm those quests on normal or whatever, and so you get like 2 of those belts, and then try and kill people in Pug.
Another thing I noticed being up there is there's so like you could put up an LFM and wait for hours for people to be like. There's like legit like 7 level 18s last night, and I was like, "Come on, help me farm, please." Because I don't want to ransack and wait like another week. Like I want to just get it and quit. I got the Warhammer I want from there. I just need those other 2 pieces and like Nimdroid set. You know, he can just go straight to 5,000 without having to go back and be like, "Hey, there's an item in here." I have all the Ravenloft gear for him and my monk.
Well, that's quite the accomplishment.
Yeah, it was. Well, there's some parts I have to trade over, right? I don't have a duplicate of the boots.
I'm just saying that you managed to get all the Ravenloft gear in general.
Yeah, I have 1 Ravenloft cloak.
Yeah, I have
Yeah, I
the
got-
belt.
I got the Shadow Hell. I have the whole Silent Avenger set. And
Wow, that is very good. I would love to have that.
yeah, it took That's actually the easiest stuff to farm for because right now, all the people are around that level right now. Like level 14 is crack-a-lackin'. Level 18 slacking.
Well, I think some people have figured out it's a marathon and not a race. And a lot of people, I think, are still in race mode.
Well, I figured having one tune dedicated to 1715 level 20 will allow me to get some gear, right? While I have one tune just dedicated to 5,000.
Ritual has begun.
You know,
Okay.
just separate
You're
the
gonna have to
duties.
stop this hate speech right away.
Characters.
Thank you.
I like
People.
Toon.
I like people.
Inner chapel stands
Because like I really like a lot of my peoples I make in this game are based off of peoples that I wrote in short stories or played in pen and paper. Like Booty here is of course Lord Booty from my second book. How Nimbin got his booty back.
Come on. Just take damage. Come on, let's go. I don't want to deal with that up there.
That's a lot of booty to deal with.
Ideas of fury looms before you a walk in holy light. Visions usher magical barrier lost in prayer.
I figured you got the Ring of Nightfall, and I put a Death Block augment in and made it level 12 without like really thinking it through. Now I have to get Nimdroid to the next level to put it on.
Yeah, I don't know if I just was starting to panic for no reason or what, but I went ahead and I slotted the cape I just got with a with a death block on it from the store. I've been hitting beef with my death block goggles, but I still feel like that's not always enough.
Do Pillmasters need death block or death
I
ward?
don't know, but again, my paranoia. I don't think I need death ward. But I'm pretty sure I can still be destructioned or whatever. So,
Oh,
Or
true, true.
implode.
or imploded, or I guess like healed.
You
to
shoot that
death.
snake from down here.
Bishop Sasha,
Yeah.
foul mix of drow and scorpion, leers cruelly at you from atop the platform.
I'm gonna get this guy's aggro and kind of pull him back a little bit too.
I still wish that they would have made Pillmasters like they did in the pen and paper game, where you get a grafted undead limb. Like, they never became like undead. They, got a limb graft, right? And so you could be like, skeletal leg.
Yeah, the half undead, half golem type scenarios are like I dig them, but whatever. All right, I'm gonna run back out so I can grab that collectible, but there's gonna be additional aggro, so
I'm recalling.
that's fine.
In DDO, if it was that way, I would want the White's hairline, because they have glorious hair. Thick and long black.
Yeah, I don't know. I like the idea of the half golem stuff a lot. Ooh, that's a bad caster. Let's get out of here. Get Randy. Wow, Randy like immediately fell to half life.
Every time you say Randy, I just imagine him with like Randy Marsh's head from South Park.
Oh,
Like that mustache and
So, my stepdad's name is Adil, and because of South Park, the whole Lord thing, it's like my dad's secretly Lord. I always tell my brother and sister like their dad's secretly Adele, right? And if you see him, he's like this big, like Honduras version of Mario with the mustache and all that.
nice.
Instead of a plunger, it's a machete, because, freaking Honduras. So he's like, yeah, is that broken? I'll fix it with my machete. Oh, you need a sandwich made? I'll use my machete. I'm like, didn't you just put that in the toilet? He's like, it's okay, it fixed everything.
Don't you know machetes don't get sick? They give better. They give good time.
Machete kills bacteria.
All it does is kill. Kills this sandwich.
It's something about Central and South America is like each country has their utility, and like Honduras is super machete.
Is the United
And-
States duct tape? Is that what it is?
Or WD-40 duct tape.
I don't think I want any of these things.
this outfit's not bad. I don't think I've ever looked at this. 10% melee attack.
Oh yeah, no, the outfit's great.
You know what, like running a monk, you know what outfit surprised the heck out of me on how
Take the
good it
rune
is?
arm.
Is that enlightened outfit from the pit. It's 75% fort plus 3 wisdom, blue og, or like I think one other thing, and I'm like, wow, that's like everything I could have used at that level.
Would you take the rune on?
Yeah, I took the rune arm.
There's nothing I wanted.
Yeah, I didn't have anything I wanted really. So there's a lot of situations in the near future. Beef and I were kind of discussing this a little bit. / he was complaining a little bit yesterday. But there's a lot of situations where you can just switch down to like a single shot or single target rune arm and still fire off your rune arm, even if things are like held or danced or whatever.
Sometimes I don't fully charge my rune arm. I'll spam it at first charge.
Yeah, I do that sometimes too, but
Well, it depends on what the blast is, right? Like, you don't want to.
well, that's just what I'm talking about. Because we farmed up the Shirati hand cannon, so I would have the AoE blast, But then it's so good to fire off the extra damage sometimes.
He instinctively blasts everything all the time.
Yeah.
So like I'm gonna go hold on, I'm gonna go sing and fascinate.
Fascinate.
And then he's like, okay, fire the rune arm, fire the rune arm, fire the rune arm. I'm like, dude.
Right.
Wow.
So in certain situations, I've gotta, because I mean, any additional damage, any additional DPS, right? Where did this letter come from that's not gone?
I have one also.
Oh, there we go. Now it's updated. Oh, we just hit another tier of favor, good buddy.
For House Denis.
1,800
Oh, for store point.
store points. We should be getting close to House D, though. Did we get to the 400 favor in House D? Does it matter? I don't
It's
think
hit points,
so.
right?
No, the first tier I think is hit points and the store, and the second tier I think is
Wait, for House Denise?
yeah.
No, the first tier is Intim and something else. The second one's 5 hit point. But they both give you store. Oh, I think the second one gives you store access too.
Yeah, they're two different tiers of store items.
Yeah, that long wide quiver is pretty dope.
Yeah. If you could put summon the bolts in those, I'd be ecstatic. Randy Randallson can't reach the shrines.
I'm kind of digging the bleeding eyes though. Have you guys claimed yours?
Yeah. Oh no, they're fine.
I can't wait to get my Speed Racer scarf.
Oh man, that's so cool. Look,
I hate that if you come at a certain angle at a certain distance, it changes the back of your outfit to look like it's part of a cloak. Have you ever noticed that?
no, because I don't have that. I haven't.
Before you guys get off the ship, can I get invited to the party? And I am
Nope.
on
Nope.
Oni in our guild, and so yeah, and give me a chance to get serious. So I can get a buff. I'm out of buffs.
Nope.
Not even close to the ship yet.
It's gonna cost you 25 platinum.
Wizen said I
Oh,
finally
wow.
died on the hardcore
How
server.
many times you died in hardcore?
My character had 22k favor.
5.
Died because of a ladder bug trying to pull myself out of a trap. Totally sucked. Wow, that sounds
He
rough.
asked for invite and not near the portal. Oh man, faux pas.
I'm running as fast as I can.
My little feetsies.
My little feetsies.
Thank you.
My little
My little
feetsies.
booties.
Get out of here. You
I
smell
need to
bad.
ask the question. I was getting ready to go and take another Arctic level, which will be my 3rd Arctic level. But I'm going to ask you, Sam, do you think I should, instead of taking an Arctic level, take a Rogues level so I can start working on evasion?
I personally like monk better. It comes attached with 2 toughness feats.
The exact same thing he just said. I've been loving the 2 extra toughness.
If your alignment will allow that.
But I did have to do an alignment switch because I did not think about that in advance.
I am chaotic. Good.
Oh, no.
Then you are very far away from being able to do that. You are 495 DDO points away from that.
Oh, wow, forget that.
Alright, so...
Yeah, just go with the rogue and get the sneak attack.
White Plume
Die.
Mountain, Shadow Crypt, or House K stuff.
Shadow Crypt.
Alright,
And
Shadow
the
Crypt.
next thing is your broadcast is a little bit light. I can turn it up, of course. But no, from the stream itself, it's yesterday I had no trouble struggling to hear you. I mean, it's clear, bright, clear. But today it's a little bit soft. I mean, I can still hear you, but I have to struggle.
Huh, I'm not sure.
I
Nothing
can turn
has
you guys
changed.
up.
None of my
Can we-
settings have changed.
Can we just start yelling?
You're gonna have to pull
No.
that bale of hay out of your ear.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
Do you just need to go water pick your ears and get them all cleaned out?
Oh man, I never thought about doing that with a water pick. That would be cool.
It just if you do it with an electric water pick, be very careful.
Do
that
you
don't put it
have
on
your
very
silver
high.
flame?
Yeah.
Make sure I have mine.
What do you think of Sans from Undertale? I don't have any thoughts of Sans from Undertale.
I like Sam's music.
I think you would like Sam's from Undertale.
Wait, I didn't talk to the guy. I don't think. Do we want me to stay as an unlocker for somebody? I guess.
Your character
I mean,
kind
you
of makes
could, I
me think of
suppose,
him from Pen and Paper, actually.
You think my character reminds you of Sans from Undertale?
Yeah, I don't really like Undertale. I thought it was like a fad, which kind of is.
The music from Undertale is like 10 out of 10.
Yeah, and hands down. But like, he's actually a really kind of like chaotic, witty, intellectual character. I think.
There's a fan theory that Sans from Undertale is actually the kid from Mother and Mother 2 on the SNES that died.
Ness? No,
Yeah.
he didn't die. Ness died?
Well, like after he died. Like, you know, like after he lived his life.
Oh, yeah, I knew that.
Man, he would have stayed short for like so many years. But you know, he was psychically. Well, was his power psychic or like meteor?
Telekinesis, haste.
Let me turn these on.
PK fire.
Do you want to? Oh, I guess you have D-Door and I do not have D-Door, so I guess I should probably take this. Yeah, PK Fire is pretty sweet.
What if he?
Psychokinetic fire.
What if Burger King bought his rights, right, and they changed it to BK fire?
And then it'd be Burger King.
I get my powers from Burger King.
All right, let me pull up the solver. Do you want the optional chest?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think it's that much harder, and there's some pretty good items that drop out of.
Fine. That's a fine. That's a fine with me.
Green.
All right, so for those of you who don't know
One of the gargoyles.
what's going down is
We
I'm
go east
using,
a lot.
Using my friend Grimm's DDO Puzzles app to track all the stuff and do all the things. All right.
East 3 times, then north until you're dead.
Basically.
Another maze. This one with gates.
So that would explain why the Warlock Dilettante's damage on weapons is so low, because it's just the basic 1d4.
Right.
Should also be powered by
No.
your spell power.
No.
Not when it's on the weapon for some reason. But that's still an extra 1d4 damage to all your weapons.
We're gonna have to come back to this one.
Yeah, I'm just trying to clear this trash right here. Alright, east again to Red Maze.
The Shadow God's voice hisses from the dark. Too many.
Ah, face spider.
Have you tried the Thunderous Horn, or do you use a Hold Master monster bat?
I might switch when we start doing stuff that has spell resistance because I'm not going to invest in that on the first slide.
I've freaking told you, dude, like having that fire, sonic, and lightning damage, it's incredible.
Yeah, I have a spell singer on live. I know it's good, but I feel like for purposes of not dying, mass hold.
Yeah, that's true. But you can also not die if everything else is dead.
Yep.
I mean, those are all valid points.
I mean, like, it's worth it, especially if you have greater shout and shout, and there's a shout slot too. So if you have all
Right.
4 of those, you can just go like a sonic cone-shaped warlock. Just
Yeah, I have shout, and I have the sonic blast, and I have the reverberate.
Oh, I love like Voodoo said he hated it. I was like, what? I love that thing.
It's kind of lame if you're not half elf because it doesn't do any damage when you first. It like takes a few seconds to put the dot on. But with the half elf, you get that big chunk of fire damage right.
The beginning, yeah.
Yeah, no, I just I'm gonna be more excited to try to do my half elf lives on live now that I'm aware of this situation.
Oh yeah, like I did a Spellsinger, a Favor Soul, and I think I did a Swash before that. But like I could have did Cleric too.
Yeah,
That would have been nice.
Like I said, I'm feeling with the cleric stuff, cleric wizard right now with it, and I like the way it feels. So I might have to fiddle with it on live and see if I can't make it work a little better. Okay. If you have the key, then I will just leave.
The thing that kind of sucks is that you have to like, because you get it at character selection screen, and your racial past lives don't that goes on when you step in to game out of character creation, so you have to bump your charisma to 13.
Yeah.
I guess that's not too bad, right?
Well, if you know about it, you just build accordingly. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Steven Universe made an episode where Sans appeared. Yeah, I mean...
Thank you for these facts.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I don't know much about it.
One of these days, we're all going to be in a bar trivia night, and that's going to be one of the questions, and we're going to know because of you.
That's possibly true. There's every % likely that I will manage to recall that fact because of this, more of this conversation, but... So there was a guy named Binary that died the other day at level 10. So I, of course, like typed in general chat F for the level 2 that just passed. No one got my joke. No one thought it was funny. Obviously, these are people who don't know Binary. You're welcome. There's no need to be cheeky. There's always needs to be cheeky, my friend.
We're born with 2 cheeks.
4 cheeks.
I have 4 cheeks.
Well, I only have 2 because
Wow.
I was born with no booty.
Aww. Is that why you have to slouch in your chair like that all the time?
You notice that too?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, my spine's arced, messed up. Nintendo 64 was my babysitter.
Yeah, my kid feels that way sometimes too. That his parents were Nintendo 64. But my kid's great, so...
Papa Mario taught me the color blue today.
I mean, we played games together a lot and hung out and did things, so... I know what cheeky means, Bill. Thanks. Believe it or not, I am up with the British slang.
Yeah, he ain't a slag.
Dim door.
Bob's your uncle.
Alright, so the second half is west. And if that is the way you choose to take things, that's on you. The world is whatever you interpret it to be, my friend. But I mentioned twice now that I'm still not feeling very well. But I want to be out here producing content for people even if I'm not feeling well. Because it is what I enjoy doing. And if you do what you love, you never work a day in your life. Supposedly. West again to the start? That doesn't make any sense.
No,
okay.
it's south. It's... Oh yeah, no, that's right.
No, I'm reading. That's why I'm clicking along. Clicking along.
South and then east and
South
west.
and then yeah. Like I've been working on some affiliation, however you want to call that. Mental stuff. Make the world what you see.
Self-affirmations?
Yeah. Trying to put myself in general in a better mental place.
Did we already get this?
I don't think so.
It's like right here, so no, we didn't. But I have it now.
Nice. West. Alright, you're good, you got it.
Good.
Alright, sweet.
So good.
Alright, I'm gonna turn on the spell power boosting shenanigans. Close off Grimm's Solver. Thanks, Grim, as always. Appreciate you. Wait, no. He cast Ice Storm right as I cast my Firewall. What a D word.
With the gear in place.
You know what's another fun build I enjoyed was one favored soul, the rest Warlock for Scourge. You go Fiend Pack, you can get like 30 spell power for Radiance and Fire and Force.
As the final lever
I
falls.
don't
One
have-
Scourge to stack up.
I don't have Scourge.
Yeah, that's from the favored soul Exalted Angel or
Oh, I
whatever it's
thought you
called.
meant ASMR Scourge.
No. You just need one level of favored soul, and you can get up. I had my spell power in the mid 90s at level 2.
If someone had the powers of the Super Saiyans, the Affinity Gauntlet, and Superman strength, they would be unbeatable. Well, I feel like, to be perfectly honest, if they had any one of those things, it would probably be unbeatable.
Superman and Goku are basically the same person.
Well, another thing that a lot of people don't realize is that a lot of Goku's feats are actually destructive to his body. Like, the more that he Kaiokens and the more that he Super Saiyans, it actually, the reason why he's so special is that his body doesn't get destroyed by these things. And so if a human being does a Kaioken 10 or a Super Saiyan 2, they would just be eaten up by their own ki.
Yeah, but you're talking about Superman. Look at Vegeta. First season. First thing he does, like the first time I think you meet him, he's leaving a planet and he decides to turn around and just vaporizes the whole planet. I don't think Superman has that kind of power.
Well, in the
But
Golden
sure
Era,
can.
he sneezed.
Yes, he does.
He sneezed the planet off course. Like he literally, like accident, like in the Golden Era, like in the 50s, 40s, he sneezed a planet away from its orbit and everything.
So that Superman, they don't have that kind of power. They don't.
Yes, he does.
Sure they can.
Superman has exactly as much power as he needs to complete the plot.
And in the 70s, he had to do a mental block to hold back his powers because he could accidentally destroy the city that he loves with the people that he loves in it. So the power that he shows now is because he allows himself to have that power.
Yeah, also he can like shoot little Supermans out of his hand.
Oh yeah, also Golden Era, he actually had to kill that Superman because he got jealous.
The only one I remember is that I think they nerfed it from the original Marvel creation of the Hulk, because the madder the Hulk gets, the stronger he gets, period. And there's no limit to his strength. That's what they said originally. He could get to the point if he gets mad enough that he could knock out basically Galactica.
Yeah.
But
He was a herald of Galactus one time, the Hulk. That was a scary guy.
yeah. But the thing of it is that they just stop that. We can't let a guy.
I forgot to click the altar.
Did you really? Like,
Yeah.
I was gonna say something, but I stood there and I clicked it, and I thought I saw you click it too. We were talking about Superman and Vegeta.
We can do it again. Want to do it again? We'll click on normal.
I don't care.
I guess that's why I didn't talk to the Herald.
I guess. I'm
My
casual.
favorite Herald of Galactus was Ghost Rider.
That was good. I don't know. I have not read a ton of that. Galactus. I mean, as much as I like Guardians of the Galaxy, they don't interact that much with Galactus. Galactus is
Yeah.
much more of a Fantastic Four type of thing. And when Fox prevented Marvel from doing the thing, yeah, I like this.
Casual.
Yeah. Like,
Keeping it cash.
I'm on board. I guess we might as well cast all the buffs too, huh?
My monk has the devout hand wraps from Shadow Crypt. That like a first run, first grab, it was dope.
Basic run, since we're on casual, we're not gonna pull anything anyway.
I'm just gonna stand in your firewall. It should kill everything pretty much instantly.
That we did that with flame turrets, like, because Dom was or always will be an artificer, freaking Warforged. So he just threw up a flame turret. We stood in it. I flailed my arms around until I did damage.
Oh, are you a warlock?
No, that was Nikolai.
Oh, they both flail their arms.
Yeah.
Was this the first room?
It was the first room. West, south, north, west, east, east, east.
Wow.
Sounds like a rap song.
Wait. Yeah.
West.
West.
An underwater maze
And
within
from blue into water, we're gonna go head south. I'm assuming Beef is like already on it.
I'm not on it, but I have it targeted.
Like, just enough with it to play, not enough with it to carry. So I'm glad Beef is here to take care of the carrying. I just have to kill things and look pretty.
May I say you do? What can I say?
I always do, yeah. Do my best. Alright, south to green torches.
I gotta get out of here.
Guy just tried to shoot me with electricity.
Did he succeed?
No. I was dodging. I'm like Daffy Duck. Like, hey, Buck Rogers of the 21st century.
I think I'm still gonna go up the dilettante tree because it gives you universal spell power and spell points and stuff.
West to red torches.
North. We're in green torches. Go north.
North, okay, okay. I'm glad I said that out loud. Because they both had the word green in it, so I crossed it out.
Pyramids rise and fall to
Oh, my firewall was ineffective. Alright, now going west.
Shadow Knight's voice echoes through the chamber. So, you got 4 of the halfway there.
I don't know. They're, some crazy shenanigans out there in the comic books. I'm kind of hoping that they have some interesting stories coming up pretty soon. West.
East.
What?
East from red torches.
Okay. Alright, alright.
You're terrible.
I mean, after the whole New 52 and all that. Wait, is that Marvel? I mean,
No, that's
the new,
DC.
yeah, the new DC New 52 stuff. I'm like, oh, I'm so tired of this. I mean, like, since the 80s to now, how many times we have to retcon and redo their origin stories? Like, what, 5 times? It's like playing pen and paper. Like, you can play for 10 years, and eventually you're just gonna be like, I'm tired of starting off at level 1.
Oh, yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean?
why
Like, I've
sometimes you
been
have to
1
play
through
some
3
high
like
level
6
guys.
times.
Yeah, you get sometimes you got to do some high level stuff. It's fine. Yeah, the thing is that number ones tend to do really, really well, right? Number ones sell better than pretty much any other comic book in that comic book line, unless they do something where they like introduce a new character that becomes beloved.
I don't see this one. Do you see?
Hang on, I gotta get rid
There
of this
it is.
adventures
There it
pack.
It was right next to where we spawned.
Okay. But double check I'm going the right way. East to Red Attic, yeah.
East 3 more times from here.
But welcome back, Wood. But since issue number 1 sells so much better, it behooves them to redo as many issue 1s as possible. Because as soon as the comics sales starts to fall, then you just make another issue number 1 and you're like, bing!
I can't wait until the retcon comes where Batman's poor and his family's alive.
Didn't they have a...
Yeah, the Flashpoint, was
Flashpoint
where
his dad became
yeah,
Batman.
his dad
died. His mom became Joker.
Actually really
have
enjoy
all the
that
gear.
idea. You got them all?
Yeah.
Alright, just want to run out and click some things and I'll come up behind you.
Hello.
Protect your boot.
Oh, never mind. I'll just stand here and look pretty some more. And people, you were missed while you were talking to Becky. Becky's off to Cuba Sunday. No Becky for 2 weeks. Wow. I think I kind of knew part of that.
Hello.
Hey, what's
Hello?
up?
Salutations.
Welcome.
Can't believe you're making fun of me like that on my own channel, Beef. Or not Beef.
The other one.
Yeah, Nim. I think I might literally be the only person on the planet that still says salutations.
Never mind.
If mine.
I use the power of Niv Mind to read your mind to know salutation. I say swell, and for some reason people like, I'll go like to the grocery store and they're like, "How are you doing today, sir?" I'm like, "Swell," and they're like, "What? What is that a word?" I'm like, "Yeah,
You mean swole? You're swole right now?
I'm swelling."
Alright, please remember to click
Click the alt. Click the altar.
Yeah, click it.
It's been.
Ba-na-na-na-na. You can click it.
Yay! Yay! That's great.
Wow, the chest level drops so hard.
Now I have 2 Shadow Toon Scare.
You know, those are actually really solid. I should get them crunched and moved over to somebody else in case of an untimely demise.
Let's put them in your shared bank.
That's what
Oh, that is true. There's some really powerful items in the turn-ins.
That longbow used to be pretty good.
Still is when you don't have any hand-me-downs. In this server, anything's still good.
Do I know anyone named Brian? Just hirelings.
My best friend's brother is named Brian.
I think it's the Bryron.
Byron?
Yeah, Bryron.
I know a poet who's dead, but famous.
Did you know him or you know of him?
Both. I fell into a time loop one day when going to the bathroom at 12 o'clock at night.
He said
Okay.
Candyman in the mirror 3 times.
So you were tripping balls. Got it.
Yeah, I was looking in the mirror and I said Bob Saget's name backwards 3 times, and and then
What would
the
be Bob
Olsen
Saget
twins
backwards
appeared.
3 times?
You can't do it, otherwise you summon him, dude.
That's fine. I don't care if
No,
Nim
It's
summons
not
him.
fun.
I don't care if
Don't
Nim
do it.
summons him. I want to know.
Just follow you around for like an eternity doing one aristocrat's.
And then the Olsen twins will appear behind you and grab you and take you to Lord Byron, the Pope.
Oh, that sounds great.
And then you yell at him for, making the meta of the dating scene. That's what he's mostly famous for, is starting not starting, but making courtship normal. Like, before, you'd be like, hey, can I marry your daughter? And they're like, hey, okay, what's your, what you can give me?
Alright.
Yeah.
I'm down. Let's put one pin in this subject for a second. Where are we going next, Beef?
Great question.
We can do White Plume Mountain before getting new buffs, or we can buff and we can go start the house.
I am already buffing.
Oh, okay. I'm not. I'm almost there.
You're not invited.
Oh, come
You're
on.
gonna do White Plume Mountain?
I'm ready, man.
Yeah.
Invite me. White Plume Mountain, I'm down.
You think I can jump in on that so I can try to get me a Wilmhammer?
Are you level 13 or lower?
I'm level 11 on Nimdroid.
So you just answered the question?
Yes.
Then you did it. You can come with us for all I
Are you between the levels of 6 and 84?
I'm 7. Could I come in?
I don't know. I don't trust you coming in low level anymore. 'Cause you die.
Well, I'll stay at the front door. I will not.
That's
go
where
in
the
front.
salamanders spawn.
That's where all the monsters
Or
happen.
the gins or whatever.
I'll find me a place and hide.
I mean, I don't care.
That's up to you guys.
I'm out of
It's the same as he is a star.
I'm out of give a dams about your death now, forehand. Your deaths are now 1000% on your own self.
I know. Let me get out of this quest.
Yeah, let me reset
not-
my client because I don't want any crazy lag death. I had a friend lag death in there a couple days.
Fall off the slidey floor into the
Yeah.
spikes.
And then Bob Saget just came out of the floor and bit him like a shark.
Yeah, it sounds accurate. That's what happened
what is with
beforehand.
your
Will
love
Wheaton
of
came out of
Bob
the wall
Saget?
and crushed him.
Yeah, I got grabbed, and then of course that's being struck by lightning, struck by lightning, struck by lightning.
And then Will Wheaton appeared and PK'd you.
Mega Will Wheaton.
All right, let's put a pin in this Will Wheaton talk too. I don't need him showing up in the stream.
You would love
Like Beetlejuice, say his name too many times.
if Will Wheaton appeared in your stream. You would instantly have 1,000 people watching.
Yeah, but then I'd have a bunch of people be really mad at me as I cussed out Will Wheaton.
Oh,
I
now,
mean,
poor little Will.
I think there's more
How
people
dare
that-
you ruin this end of Star Trek: The Next Generation?
I mean, I feel like there's more people who don't like him than likes him.
That's not the problem. The problem is he basically dissed my friends and my wife. We ran into him at Gen Con a couple of years ago, and my friends shot down the street, and my wife jogged after them, but she's out of shape, so she didn't make it very far. And my friends got to him and was like, "My friend's right here. She's really excited to meet you." And then he just straight up lied and told them to piss off, and then left. And then 15 minutes later, he's tweeting that he's at some party, VIP only party or whatever. Instead of just telling the truth, he's like, "I got places to go. I can't wait 30 more seconds for your friend to come over here to talk to me." Oh, is this forehand? It is forehand.
I don't know, man. Everybody makes mistakes.
Yeah, I don't give a crap. I was a big Will Wheaton fan. I used to watch him on Tech TV when he came in. I was really annoyed that they cut his scenes from the Star Trek movies. I was on board, and then Will Wheaton was a dick to my wife and my friends. And now I'm not. It's where I draw my line, right? Dick to my
Like you've
friends.
never had a moment of selfishness.
Oh, I do all the time, but I usually am straight up about honesty, man. Like, hey, man, I'm out of here.
Yeah, but everybody makes mistakes.
I mean, but
And if
Will
he
Wheaton,
prostrated
I
himself in
feel
front of me and asked for forgiveness, I would probably grant it.
like I feel like Will Wheaton plays himself a lot, and it's like Eureka and the Guild and all that. He always plays the nemesis nerd, and that's who
or
he is.
also Big Bang Theory. He literally plays himself.
Like that, so he's arrogant, jerky, and he thinks he's smart, and that comes with like a lot
Well, he
of
is smart.
probably being bullied and being very lonely.
You ever read his tweet?
I've read some of his tweets, and then I get
Like,
tired of him. So then
his
I'm
power level is like over 9,000 on the social justice warrior scale.
definitely up there. So I just, I don't know. I'm over Will Wheaton. That same Gen Con, we were also doing the True Dragon at the same time. So in True Dragon, they run 2 parallel events at the same time. So like, his group was fighting the dragon as our group was saving the people from the cages. And Will Wheaton also critted the dragon and killed the dragon, so we didn't have to save the people in the cages anymore. So I was like, damn it, why did it have to be Will Wheaton? It could have been anybody else who did it. Could have been anybody, but it was rescued by damn Will Wheaton.
27.
He's on Sam's enemy list.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sam's sitting in the dark putting lipstick on.
Just got a bunch of Will Wheaton headshots that I just stab with my scissors. Man, what is taking you so long? I've had testicles dry faster than this.
Sorry, I have to share some gear with an alt, and I'm
Never
just-
mind.
Thanks. All right, I believe
You can fly. You're on your what level, Artie?
Android level 11.
Sounds like you're in shock. Loud ass music.
I'm telling you, man. The game was just like random lag loudness.
No, level 17. That's somebody doing Monastery Scorpion on a Reaper.
You think?
Yeah. Or Enter the Cobalt.
I don't know, Enter the Cobalt on Reaper, but
On this server?
yeah, that seems a little bit dicey.
Bigger balls than me.
Rolling more than 2 nat 1s in a row is called a Wheaton. There you go. That's what his father said too after it came out. Not only was he like, oh, but then it turned out to be a Wheaton. It's like, ah. Probably not true. He probably loves his parents. Probably love him.
Love that he's
He's
out of the
probably
house.
a good guy. He just pissed me off, and I can't stand it.
Okay, at the half of everybody's pissed you off, please forgive us. How's that? Does that work?
I didn't hear all of it. The music once again decided to go stupid loud on me.
That was
Forehead,
convenient.
You had the stage. You had the stage. Full.
I said, on behalf of all of us who have insulted you or made you feel bad, please forgive us.
Oh, no, I don't care. People can insult me all they want. I don't care. That's not something that hurts me. It was literally my insulting my friends and my wife.
My wife.
Yeah. That's where I draw the line. He could have insulted me and I wouldn't have cared, but
Hey, anybody insults my wife, they better start running.
that's right. How come my skeleton is blacker than yours, forehand?
I don't know.
Are you guys already inside my?
Oh,
We're waiting on you outside the quest.
I was just grabbing something from the bank. I'll be right there.
How you get quests done is beyond me.
Yeah, the one stream that I watched both of you play, it was just a bunch of waiting around in the hall.
This is how we do
Did a
it.
bunch of waiting around in Devil's.
Oh man, there was so much waiting around on that quest.
All right.
I don't know, yesterday I jumped into another DDO streamer's stream to like hang out and see what was going on. And this person was taking a bio break and I'm like, alright, sweet. So I was just like hanging out, trying to watch the chat and stuff and talk to people. And then the streamer came back and covered their screen with stuff. Like, alright, well I'm done with this. I'm just gonna go play DDO myself. Alright, elites, let's do it. Forehand, if you die, I will never forgive you.
Okay, I'll come after you get some things started.
There's nothing at the beginning until the very end of the quest.
Oh, there is that lion.
Well, you just answered the question correctly. You don't have to fight it.
Just
We'll sing
warning
on you anyway.
La 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 la. This is my song. La 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 la.
Actually, Nim, you got probably weapon buffs, right?
I got the elemental ones right
Yeah,
now.
be a pal.
What do you guys want?
I have what I want.
I'm
Thank
literally
you.
the only one that you need to do that to.
'Cause I am not going to be fighting. Hopefully.
Yeah, I'm gonna buff you anyway.
Get in there, forehand.
You get a little
Yeah.
buff.
Yeah, I've been there, done that before.
Get in there, forehand.
Why don't you come and join us?
I'm scared.
He's level 1.
To the east lies a room filled with treasure. Inside,
Ask your riddle.
Ask it. That's a
He's got
sphinx.
he's got to look at it. He's got it written on the bottom of his paw. Jeez.
I mean, it's a big riddle, man.
Twice 4 and 20 blackbirds. This one is 12.
7.
Is that right?
I don't know. I just always answer the same answer every time.
Was it 12 or 7?
Man, this quest is loud. Alright, I'm gonna turn things down again real fast. See, this is part of my issue, right? Like, it was at 100% for the other quests we did earlier today, and now it's at 30% and it still feels too loud.
Same, just running across there.
Tam's going to do the trap.
Isn't there electricity on this thing?
Yes, there is.
Yeah,
Yeah, but-
only for certain people or something like that. It's something weird. But it's also disabled now.
We'll let Nim get destroyed by traps.
the barrier blocking
I have any
your
guilt
way
for him getting
fades.
murdered
The
either.
shimmer of
Name
light
destroyed dirt.
your adventure continues. This
Are
is
there any? No, I do not know about this quest because I usually just run straight through. But are there any respawns?
I don't know. Guess you'll find it.
Yeah, because I was thinking about some of the chests that have named loot in it.
Just come with us. Just stay a little bit further behind. Like, if you can see us, you're too close.
Yeah, there's a lot of ambushes coming out from the undead and the walls on that one side.
You already killed it.
I think forehand should go solo a room.
Oh man. Alright. I used to be okay at this.
Ooh, slippery.
You should not start it until I do the trap.
Too late.
I didn't even know there was a trap there. I only know one way to do this quest.
Yeah, there's a trap block right at the ladder, place the ladder, and then you disconnect each of the switches, then you can run across and get on the ladder.
How'd that ghoul get over there?
He's real ghoul, man. That is so loud. Oh my god.
Look
how
at
did
your
my-
skeleton. Skeleton OP.
Turn it down or
How did my
something.
music get like turned up to 1,000? Jesus, no wonder it's so loud.
Did you just see the skeleton run on that slippery floor like it was?
Yeah, he doesn't care. He's
He's got,
hardcore.
he's got like spiked feet or something.
He's hardcore parkour. Alright, what are you shooting at, Nim?
Shadows.
Alright, I'm shooting shadows with you. Alright, I don't see any more shadows.
That's the trick about shadows. You don't see any more of them.
Oh my goodness. Why are we... Beef and I just slid across. Why don't you just
Yeah,
slide across with us?
Well, because I see people fall down, and I figured I would get the trap and do this.
We're hardcore parkour over here.
Yeah, parkour.
Parkour!
Well, this way, people who are watching your stream be like, "Oh, that's another way."
I didn't know how to do it either, to be honest. Hardcore parkour? I'm not doing this optional. You guys
Yeah,
can go for
let's
it
do
if
it.
you want.
It's not that hard.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, well, yeah, we can go the back way. Okay, never mind. That's acceptable. I was... Like, I'm not doing the swim.
No.
No, I'm
Never
not
swim.
swimming.
Hashtag never swim.
Well, I don't mind swimming on the live server, but I'm not swimming now.
Yeah, my dog has the docent and collar from Ravenloft too. I freaking love.
Oh, yeah, that's...
Your dog
nice.
has like 700 hit points.
371.
It's almost enough to live.
Pretty good.
I got that Slaw Recon from Master Renegade too.
More than me and Forehand put together.
Alright. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Alright, how you going in? Are you fascinating? Do I need to not be
I
on?
was just gonna throw up a turret.
Okay, well then I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. Sir Bluto. Think they stole that name?
From Popeye.
They're like, what if we named a
Ooh,
guy
I got some.
Pluto?
I got a Death Ward clicky saying.
Nice. Good
Oh,
job,
That
buddy.
is very nice.
Oh, that is nice.
With
Now you have-
Intelligence 5 and Insightful Comp.
Awesome.
I already have an Insightful Con though. I have a Slave Lord string.
Nice.
But you
That's
have
a really
Death
good
Ward
trinket.
quickie. And a Vorpal comma. You trying to fight your dog? Trying to beat your dog off right now?
I was playing fetch.
Red
Mhm.
Rocket Spark.
Red Rocket Spark. Oh man. I blew my nose and I coughed so much my ribs are still sore.
See, I usually just jump to the center in this next part. What do you
I
guys
do
do?
too.
Alright.
Just Nim and I will disable the trap and then you don't have to fight anything except for the 3 manticores. Just don't open the door until after we have the trap disabled. Hey bot boy, what's your disable?
It's in the mid 40s. I have the
Okay.
key lock ring.
Oh yeah, that make a difference. Alright. We ready?
Actually, it's 49, and I have +5 thieves tools.
La-di-da.
Alright, Forehand, where are you at? What are you doing? You're
Oh,
coming?
I posted. I got that. I won't enter the room. You can finish it. I'm staying out anyway.
Come back,
This
Samus.
sucks.
You get this guy stuck on the door.
Oh, I didn't know that. I just
Yeah,
firewall
he just
through
like,
him.
yeah, he just stands there and gets stuck.
You're like 56 at 12, but I'm not sure I completely understand all those lines. Oh, disable. Yeah. Oh no, I'm not wearing a disable item, so I can switch into it. So mine's 40 without an item, and then that's my search. Where's my disable item? I have a disable item, I swear.
When you say disable item, do you think is it that thing you put on your car rear view mirror to get you special parking?
Yes, that is exactly what it is. I got pooped on.
He's got a permanent one on his license though.
Yeah. It says not smart on it.
Be careful driving around this driver. He not smart.
Exactly.
These kelpies usually really wreck me.
Yeah, you
They're
can
tough.
attack them if you go right. You in the land part of the thing and range them. It's better.
Too green and feminine.
Unless they survive like that, shit. I mean, shoot, Scoot.
And Boogie.
So this optional I skip usually because it's a flaming tube.
Snarl up.
I've been skipping
That's the
it.
werewolf.
Yeah, I've been skipping it because it plays with my migraines.
Also, the items that drop out
It's
of
a
there,
longbow.
like the longbow and the celestial beacon. Like I'm never in the group that needs it.
I thought it was a random drop in there.
No. Longbow and bacon.
Alright, is everyone's stone skin still good?
Yep.
It's the crab, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a hard
If the
fight, too.
crab doesn't drop any name items, I'll just stay
That
here in the middle.
buckler.
Yep, buckler.
Buckler didn't even know her.
Well, it also drops out of the end chest. The buckler.
Alright, let me see your DPS, Sam.
Oh, you want to see it?
Yeah,
You
show me
can
your
pull the
DPS
crab
fade.
back here in that hallway with you.
I think it's they made it so it white dots now, don't it?
Yeah.
The last time I did it, didn't. But does it?
Yeah.
It's got 2 stacks of Sonic dot on. Hit for 103. It's
Let's see what Sam's doing in damage. He's doing pretty good.
got him.
About 300 points of damage.
Nah, that's not great. It's because I have 4 levels of not wizard levels. Nim, stand someplace else, thank you. No, please move. I can't stand it. When the hirelings and stuff click like that, I can't do it.
Don't forget
Oh,
your.
is it bouncing in the water again?
Yeah. Hey, can I get a refresh on some elemental buff?
He's about to throw up when Elvis was doing that last time we were in there.
Thank you. Let's see. Do I have a remove disease potion? I do. Drink it.
You don't need it.
Haste and rage on.
I just burned it, so it
Yeah,
doesn't.
fireball. It burned.
Oh
Nim.
yeah.
Nim doesn't like haste or rage.
Yeah, he's against it on principle.
My stone skins.
Okay. Here you go.
Yeah, religiously speaking, haste and rage is no.
Religiously speaking.
Yeah, I'm Chrislam.
Hmm.
That's hot. Alright, Captain.
But
Guess
you're
what?
an MS.
You're getting it anyway.
Oh no.
You mean 909-999?
Oh,
I thought he was an MS, but apparently he's not.
well, Nimbus is a holiday.
It could be a religion too, you know.
I mean, you would have to be Chryslon to celebrate Nemesis.
Man, so many made up words. Like extra made up, not just regular made up.
I know, right? Like super non-existent.
Alright, time to get you murdered, probably. Let's do it.
You just have to be patient.
You be patient. You have to be a patient.
Oh, actually, that didn't do that much fire damage.
I was patient once. Patient
Patient
zero
zero.
of the new plague.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking about.
Oh man. Still mad at my dog.
What'd your dog do?
It woke
Puked
me up
on his
by
butthole.
puking on me this morning.
While you're sleeping.
Yeah.
Well, time to wake up.
No, it's time to clean up the dog puke and then go back to bed.
Is there anything that drops out of that quest?
No.
Quest, all sorts of goodies come out of the quest.
Oh, I mean, in that chest, that final chest, I don't think it is.
You're gonna have to come over and find out.
I'll pass.
He's so terrified of monsters just ambushing him.
I would be. I'd be
Last
terrified
time
for
he
days.
died to the electrified floor.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. I got
Oh, air
the
element.
water element.
Yeah, the
No,
air
the
He was
water
throwing
air
tiny
elemental
bombs.
pushed you on the electrified
onto the
floor.
electric floor and killed him. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I got the water elemental killed me in the first time with you at the when we're doing the four elementals.
Right. After you got earth grabbed, yeah.
Yeah, he grabbed me, earth grabbed me, and then that was it. Because lightning was already starting to come, and I was going to jump it, avoid it. Didn't work. And she only had like a slither. One more shot from my bow, and she'd be dead. Didn't even thinking about getting grabbed by earth.
Oh yeah, I'd love to grab me a piece of that earth action.
Dude, I need a lesser restoration.
There's a shrine right there.
But I will lose all my buffs.
Oh, can you recast them?
Yeah.
Oh, look at you.
I'll stay and sing on you.
I'm looking for Whelm.
Looking for Whelm in all the wrong places. Looking for Whelm.
I'll give you a G8.
Cover up that face.
I'm gonna make my hireling twerk on your screen.
Do you need a blur also?
Oh no, I have it because I have a 3-piece Silent Adventure set that comes with Blur and Ghostly.
You've been so very entertaining.
How's people's resistances? Or
Good.
protections, sorry, protections.
I don't have protection yet.
Beef
I
and
do not.
protections?
I do not have one.
I'm staying where I'm at.
Oh, look at my stone skin. Since I'm wearing like a monocle, one of my eyes is bleeding.
Alright, are we ready?
Yep. Drag everything back to forehand.
Okay.
And then tell him, I told you not to come.
Hello.
Hello!
Welcome. Would you guys like to hear about our options here
It's a
at,
box of cock.
here at twitch.tv/SamusGarobo? For right now, during September, for $2.50, you can become a subscriber. No? Oh, it just died. In.
Oh, I should have missed magic missile protection.
Also, right now, if you cheer, the person you cheer for gets a bonus 10% biddies. So it's a good time to show us your biddies, everybody. Oh, that guy died too. He didn't want to cheer either. Man, maybe Box here will be nice enough to cheer. Box, you want to cheer? No? Get the heck out of here. He's not a nice dude. Alright, let's see if Twitch loves us. Oh, I got some lenses of some sort.
I got a quarterstaff.
Melee alacrity.
I got
my
Neko.
manslayer item though. Yes.
Black Razor are pretty good.
Black Razor's great.
I already have one though.
You want to trade me?
Yes.
Makes my next victory taste so much.
Which one is you though? Sonata?
Yeah.
What's this? What's this
Okay,
hat?
this is what I get.
Oh, I was gonna re-roll the chest. Darn it.
That's pretty cool. What'd you get? Did you get anything? You
Yeah, he
nothing?
got the. Oh no, Samus got Lin.
Yeah, I got the lenses. I'm gonna take them though, so I have
Manslayer.
Manslayer, but I have to
Manslayer.
rework my whole gear list. I think I gotta get Spot someplace else.
I think I'll buy me some astral shards and make a couple rows.
If you dip into, well, that is an investment. The Inquisitive, nothing's hidden. You don't need Spot because it just works off your.
I tried to tell Samus.
I will eventually get there.
It's based off your spot or your search.
Search.
That's
Unless
what I
you're,
thought.
if you use the elf enhancement, you have to have both spot and search.
Okay, I'm not. I'll be using the gnome and I have my search up to 23 on this character right now.
Ooh, 14 died.
Thank you guys for hauling me around. Appreciate that one.
What's next, Vaughn?
Yeah, probably Vaughn's or the what's the Red Fins quest line?
Red fins. The claw.
What the heck was the 28 thinking? He could do it.
Yeah. I mean, if you got to 28 without dying once, you should be confident. You deserve a little confidence. You have all these abilities and some epic destiny abilities at that time, you know.
I can put this directly on my barbarian, this Black Razor. It's gonna.
I already have one. I'm really trying to get a whelm.
Did you? I feel like there was a whelm that just, I don't know. I'm confused.
No, we got the other two, the
Oh,
Black
the
Razor and the.
That
Does
wave was
anyone-
a mythic too, though, so I'm definitely keeping that.
Does anyone want a scroll of blast? Okay, a lot of take.
So no, thank you. Oh, Durham, get in my party, my man. How have we been running around this whole time without Durham? I don't understand.
You're the hireling guy.
I know. I don't understand how we've been running around without Durham, though. Feels bad. Love me some
Feels
Durham.
bad, man.
It does. It feels bad. Love Durham. Love Durham long time.
Can you make an R&B smooth jazz song about how much you love him?
No.
And you don't really love him.
Just not creative in that way.
Just straight up no.
Straight up no.
Straight up nut timber.
That's not my... Actually... Beef, you
Oh,
got like a weird castery thing. That's not something that's up your alley, right? Magnetism, insightful combustion, 33.
Well, thank you.
It seems oddly like close to good.
It's not. Don't worry.
I don't know. It feels like it's very close. I'm just gonna sell
It's
it though.
it's worse than the Barovian Scepter by quite a.
Well, yeah, it's true. Ellery left me lives ago. That salty woman. Now I'm upset. No one likes to hear about Ellery disappearing.
It would be all over the news.
I'm like super excited for a second Ellery on Solona, more than I should be.
I know, right?
Wait. You guys don't call her Ellery though. You and Voodoo call her a Larry or something wrong.
We call her girlfriend. We just call her our girlfriend, and we call her a Leary, yeah. Oh, I had Lesser Restoration Wand in my backpack. What the heck?
Way to be
You
prepared.
guys. I have a level 10th level Blur Wand, Protection Wand. You see, the cool thing about running a pure wizard in Harbor, right, and using the whole end rewards are based off of class, is that they just throw freaking 50 charge wands at you.
What's the Keeper's Sanctuary? We need to do that one too. It's in the Lair's graveyard. Some.
Oh, is that the? I kind of know that one. It's the one where you like. It's just another like run through, kill everything, pull a bunch of levers.
What's that one where you have to protect or like muster the fireplaces or whatever, while the undead attack you? Is it that one?
Maybe? I don't remember.
You have to protect the front gate because they try to kill them.
That's
Yeah,
a
somebody
different
goes
one.
around the edges, destroying the altars as
Yeah.
to protect to keep the monsters from destroying the gate. If they do, they escape.
Yeah, that's a different one.
Okay.
No, I think that's there's like a crypt kind of over back behind Delira's 4. I think it's that. Oh no, are we not in House K?
You are.
Yeah, I'll be there in a minute.
Okay. We doing Red Friends? We doing part 3?
Part 3.
Okay.
It's so messed up. I still think that that's hilarious. I can get away with booty and tatas as a.
Again, just until somebody vote
Gets offended, or said they are offended.
Yeah.
I'm going the wrong. Part 3's over here.
I should make a tune called Snowball and Rim Job.
Don't think you should.
If you named it Snowball 2, you might get away with it as a Simpsons reference.
That would be the most interesting rib job in the world if it was a snowball rib. Off to brighter days. Okay, so I named a barbarian dwarf Duin, because like, how there's Durin, Thorin, you know what I mean? And I was like, what if they had an Italian cousin named Duin? He's like, hey, I'm Duin. Yeah, I don't really forge anything. I'm kind of the guy that hawks the gold, you know what I mean? Like, we make some good wares, I make some dealios here and there, bought from Riverdale, whatever.
Is he from Jersey?
Yeah.
Hey, I don't, hey, you with the face. I don't ask
Cillian.
where you're from.
Silly.
What's up, foam face?
I'm doing the dwarf. That's all you need to know. I'm gonna take my dwarven axe and make your knees disappear. Hocus pocus. Call me Gandalf the Duin.
I feel like this conversation took a sideways turn that I was not expecting.
When do they not?
I don't know. Man, I'm just enough out of it that I have no idea what's happening. I feel like I've let the stream down by not knowing what's going on.
You turned to Tally from South Park.
I'm just...
I have no idea what's going on right.
Exactly what I feel like. Exactly. Like, I don't know what's up all of a sudden.
Ollie's my hero.
That's the beat to Funky Town. That's the melody to Funky Town.
I just, I was like trying to figure out why Pamela Anderson is trending on Twitter all of a sudden. And it turns out it's because she's on The View, and I'm trying to figure out why there's 4,000 people watching The View.
Why does anyone watch The View?
I thought old women, empowered women watched The View.
Empowered.
But they're like sometimes I can understand watching The View, like if there's an interesting guest on. But Pamela Anderson.
Whoopi Goldberg said something like intelligent the other day.
One time.
Yeah.
Thing is, I really liked young Whoopi Goldberg. I thought she was really funny, but she has not done anything funny or what I would consider intelligent in a long time.
I mean, she stopped doing.
Stands like in his pink bathrobe and fuzzy slippers watching Maury Povich in the afternoon.
Oh my gosh, you know it.
I think
Except
the
You
smart-
are not the father.
The smart. I think she did one smart thing. I think she quit doing movies so much. You know what I mean? Like she
No.
did what I call she pulled a Fresh Prince. She stopped while she was crisp.
I don't know, man. She has some pretty stinking bad movies.
Oh,
Yeah,
so many
I liked
great
her in
movies.
Ghost. I
Yeah.
liked her in the first, was it Nuns? What was the name of that one? He was singing
Sisters
Nuns.
Act.
Sister Act.
Sisters Act. Yeah, I didn't like
That
it.
movie
The second
is
one.
like a 0 out of 10.
See, every
I
once
mean-
in a while, I'll get like a score from Beef that's like real bad, and I'm like, oh, maybe I'm doing something wrong. And then he'll name like Sisters Act and give it a real bad score, and I'm like, well, maybe I'm not that bad after all.
I just feel like she quit before it got worse, but then she joined The View.
Yeah.
Started by Barbara Walters, who also has some hot take.
She's a I can't even say the word in here, but you know the word.
Eh.
Wow. Can't even say the word.
Yeah.
Well,
I have to blow my nose.
I have to get
That's-
this underwater collectible.
That's the word I was gonna use. Blow nose. She's a blow nose.
Dirty, rotten blow nose. Huh?
She's an ear hole and a blow. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have any super hate for Whoopi Goldberg. I felt like she quit before it got worse in her career, and I can respect that.
Yeah, I mean,
Did I give you a GH?
I see a Good Hope. I don't see a GH. Sweet.
Group of drow ambushers in the next room howls a battle cry.
Fire Goddess doing a R1 Vault tonight. Seems like overkill.
Fire Goddess is only doing an R1 some.
Yeah.
Where? Oh, on the live. I'm
Alright,
sorry.
should we save?
Yeah.
I thought he didn't do anything below R5.
Well, he's
Oh,
I'm up for R1 Vault.
Well, when he got into the mid or high 90s, he did a whole life doing elite. Because he was like, it's just no point. You're just doing all this grind for 4 hit points at this. And then after that, he went back on. But he does R1s and R3 epics when leveling up. He joined a couple of my R1 groups.
It's the super trap. It's the dancing web fire.
Don't forget it.
It's the Kamehameha wave in a web trap.
The Mafu bot. The evil containment wave.
It's the Chiachu self-destruct bot.
Outs-
Oh my goodness, I like fell somewhere and I can't quite get my jump on.
All of a sudden, a
Get
little
jump
white
on.
halfling jumps on your back and go like, "I love you, Tien."
Oh man.
Did you know that Chaozu was based on the Chinese zombie?
Yes,
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, it's the outfit he was wearing. Is the main giveaway.
Did you know that they don't fly, that they hop?
You have caught up with the inevitable.
Yeah, they invented hip hop actually.
But they like have their arms stretched out like American zombies, and then they hop.
Which means that they kept amazing balance. Try doing that.
Yeah, it'd be difficult. I can't do it.
Oh,
You would have to lean back a little bit while hopping, right?
I thought that was invented by Forehand when he slipped a hip out. I'm really confused.
When he slipped the tongue.
I don't know. I'm all confused on who invented what. Who's the oldest person in the group at any given second?
You could have just stopped that sentence at "I'm all confused."
Well, I mean, also
I
fair.
I'm probably the oldest person in the group, but I
Was
still
Tobrel watching
enjoy the
though?
game.
Because if Tobrel is watching, he's probably the oldest person in the group.
Is Saucy here?
Well, I was born in 1706.
My God, you're a young kid.
Born
You're
born
young.
to a
1706.
vampire.
Hey, I was around when they invented dirt. When Sam was talking about getting up and feeling bad, I says, anytime I get up and I can make sure there's no dirt on my face, I'm feeling great.
Yeah.
It's a good day when you get up.
Yes, it is.
What's hilarious is that forehand was like, oh, just take the day off if you're not feeling well, and then now it's like, oh, well, if I'm awake, it's a great day.
Well, it is for me. If I will wake up, yeah.
AFK once.
I don't want to do this fight alone. I guess we'll wait.
I went and skiing with my father-in-law. He's the one who has the ski boat that can do 102 on the lake. Been clocked at 102. But the funny part was that went skiing with them. Don't usually, my family never had boats or anything like that. So I went skiing with them and I night out on the boat and all that stuff. Got up next morning, I could not move my legs, literally. I could not move my legs or my hip. I got 3rd-degree burns. All my flesh came off my legs. It got all puffy and everything. It's horrible. But at first I thought I might have hurt myself skiing, trying to ski, learn how to ski. And I thought, oh no, I did damage to my spine. That's all I could think about. But it just turned out I just killed all the nerves on the legs and I couldn't make them activate.
Ouch.
You know, there's an app for that.
I bet there is. Newlegs.com. Invented by the, oh man, the girls who do all the dancing on the line. I can't think of what they're called now.
Back in my
The
day,
Rocket?
girls used to dance on the line.
Rockets?
Sure, we'll go with the Rockettes. It's not the group I was thinking of, but my old man brain is too full of dust and cobwebs and snot to come up with the correct answer. Do I feel duct tape? I mean, I felt duct tape before. I don't feel duct tape right now. Is this a sexy question? It's like rare.
I don't know that one. I have no idea what it's referring to.
Duct tape? It's a tape that's sticky on one side and silver
Oh,
on
I
the
know
other.
what the duct tape is, but I don't know why he was asking it.
I
Question.
don't either. That's why I literally asked the questions. I know.
I like how we came down here out of habit and we totally didn't need to.
I know, right?
Yeah, we'd always done it.
And I'm breaking all the breakables out of habit as well.
I am too, as I come in behind you, so I'm making sure that everything.
We're like XP. I'm totally XP capped.
Yep.
This is
We
like
did.
internal crying.
I did 4 chronoscopes and I'm still missing the boots of corrosion. That's actually why I made booty, so I can level them up to have 2 tunes that can run chronoscope, because I'm always on time.
Yeah, I thought we talked about this hate speech of yours.
All character,
Thank
person, human being.
Excellent.
Human.
Send human from Earth.
The locked gate ahead marks the outer boundaries of the ground.
Never lost the feeling in my legs. I was just wondering. Yeah? I mean...
You have entered a new section of the cave.
Oh, would you feel duct tapes on your legs?
Never heard of a
I don't know.
drop or anyone else.
Again, this sounds really sexy.
The part of the veil was destroyed.
Oh yeah, this is great. Neg level me all day, beholder.
That's why you have your silver flame, Amy.
No, I'm immune to it. It feels good. I like it.
It tickles
Oh
like
yeah.
duct tape on my leg.
If anything, it should empower me to be even more awesome than I already am.
Be right back.
I don't want to get disintegrated though.
Ditto.
That sounds like bad news bears.
Disintegrate should affect undead double.
Why?
I don't
Oh
know.
no.
Just to
So
give
many
you a weakness.
14s.
214 just died in a row.
Yeah. Alright, here comes the red named. It's on its way. It's really mad.
Here comes the red name.
Did somebody join us in chat? Or somebody late.
Sure.
Somebody left us.
Where? I don't know
Did you
where
get all
it's
the
at.
thing?
I can't find the beholder. The red
Your-
named
care
beholder.
about-
Your
I don't
frame
care about
was
that.
frozen,
Run away from
too.
that. Did you get all the runes?
I have not seen a rune yet.
I got one. Oh, here's the second one.
Yeah, here's one
Okay.
over here.
Care less about the beholder. Just run away from that chirp.
There's that third one over here.
The rune.
I'm almost there. Got it. Alright, we can leave, I guess, then.
Forehand is dying to something.
Probably the
Um,
red name beholder.
No, it's not a beholder.
Okay. Oh, you know what? I changed my mind. I found it.
I jumped out.
Okay. I killed it.
The beholder's in the hallway.
Oh, man. Ba-da-da. Alright, you said was there something squirrely with the stream? No, the stream looks fine.
I jumped.
You fleed?
Yes, there was a beholder in the hallway.
Okay. Well, I killed it.
And your stream is also frozen.
Yeah, it doesn't appear to be frozen on my side. Give it a little refresh, kick it in the pants, see if
It's not. It's not frozen.
Yeah. I think you're panicking in the disco. I just fell down. I didn't want to.
Good. Skip the
Smash
optional.
Ultimate. I did skip the optional. I mean, I fell down over here.
Good. Get in danger.
Oh, I want to fall down. I like having a sniper position if I can help it. Pandemonium. Alright, are you sleeping?
So the dealership just called me. They finally finished working on my car after 4 months.
Nice. Oh.
You gonna kill these guys?
Working on it.
Nah, it didn't look like.
Well, I'm okay. Let me rephrase. Getting comfortable so I can work on it.
Ahead, 3 champions of Vale's forces arrayed themselves for a last defense.
I don't know if I mentioned this shit. Oh! Oh! Throw it away! Confliegen!
What was that? A disintegrator?
I don't know. I have to go back and look through the log probably. Almost
Oh
got
my
the
God.
beholder down. He's almost down.
It's
Just wait.
attacking me.
It's almost there. Just one more second. There. Okay. I assume the beholder. I have to like probably go back and look.
What was that word you?
What? Confliegen?
I don't think that's a word.
It's German for fly. Could I watch the Terry Bogard trailer before I end the stream? I don't know what that is. Is that this thing that you linked? Oh, some Smash Brothers thing? Oh no, we'll call it not a 0% chance. Now would be a good time for you to earn some bits by watching ads and throw in some bits this way. I'm just saying.
Dramatic battleground where last
Why does your stream keep stopping on me?
It's just you.
Is it just me? Okay. I may reset your client on this thing.
Okay, well that's bad.
you have destroyed the implacable Morrow, saved the vampires from her doom. Vale shouts in triumph.
Well, go watch some ads, throw some bits this direction, and that'll more likely make it happen, my friend. Doing things for people who have told me that they have no plans to support the stream financially is not incentivizing me to do something. So watch some ads, get some bits, throw some nickels my way. I feel like that's not an unreasonable request. And then, like I said, we'll see what happens. This seems good, actually. Take that. I don't know which of my characters wants a magnetism, lightning, or thing, but somebody probably does. Might even be Samus. Alright. What time is it? It's 1 o'clock. How much longer do you have, Beef? Like another half an hour or so? Or are you gonna
Yeah,
go
give or
pick
take.
up your car?
No, I told him I'd be there.
Okay. I could use resistances, my friend.
Good thing you had that spell.
Okay. That is a fact, Jack. That's a fact, Jack.
Okay. Can I get a ship? Oh, too late, I took my own. Back off. Thank you very much.
Yay, I'm command, dude. It's actually really good for me. Another series of bank tabs. At the very least, continue to hoard all the things I know I want to transfer off of Samus, or back to Solona with me on Samus, in the off chance that I don't make it.
Back.
Welcome back. How are you?
I'm good, and I just got fed.
I can't be fed yet for another hour at least. Sploosh.
Thank
Doc
you for,
cheered. Thanks, man.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate you.
What school was that on her shirt?
Not sure actually. I think it may not have been a. I think it's probably her farm. No, prep school. That was probably his lacrosse T-shirt from one of his prep schools. It's from the Archer scene after he and Pam had relations. He's again
Sploosh.
Thakar. Sploosh.
I love this LFM R13's Tangle Root. I'm like, what?
Well, that's one way of looking at it. Could have said R10s. No, I jumped out. I was being chased. I have no idea where the guys spawned behind me. Got a couple L's. They were swinging, and I was going to get running. I had 3 of them, and I thought, no, better run. Started running,
Let's
came
all
to
do
the
this
hallway.
quest without salmon.
Oh, I didn't realize you were in the quest. I was waiting for you outside. I'm here for you. I'm coming. I said I'm starting to slip away. What level's forehand? I think he's like 7.
7, yeah. Stupid for being in here. That's my stupidity.
I don't know.
I just joined this collaborator group, and they dismissed their hireling, which auto-filled the freaking dungeon because you're not supposed to leave.
That's pretty funny, actually. That's a weird mechanic.
Yeah, the hireling shouldn't count as people. Oh no! Speaking of people, I didn't summon Durham.
Go back and do it.
I should do that. Can I get a D-door?
God, waste my man.
Yeah, but if he heals you, then
He's worth every
won't.
penny.
he
You won't
could.
even-
You
I
never
won't take
know.
any damn-
You never know. He might heal somebody.
He'll heal himself.
Maybe. That means he's taking hits for you.
Nah. That's
I'll
not
get the
how that
lever
works.
for you when you come by.
Don't die in the lava.
Well, I think I got enough ship bus that I don't.
Alright, pull it, Daddy-O.
And I'll stay here just in case something goes bad and you guys decide to detour.
Okay. Lock yourself in. So you don't get attacked. Lock the door. There you go.
Yeah, bye. Bye.
Which way do you want to go first?
I don't care.
Let's go this way then as a warm-up. The other way involves me running through traps, and I'm not ready for that yet. Emotionally, I'll get there.
So after this one, you guys can take a break. I hope you do, so you can get some food and.
It's not happening yet. There'll be no food until 2 o'clock.
What are you talking about? It's 2:12 right now.
The beatings will continue until
It's 2
morale
o'clock
improves.
somewhere.
Not how that works.
It only works with beer.
Hey,
Right.
Wood, help me out. I'm right? It's 2 o'clock.
For her, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning.
That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, it's like 3 o'clock somewhere. I don't know, Remy's supposed to come home today and help me with cleaning up these extra bus seats that we have and haul them off to the junkyard.
Wait a minute. You're cleaning them up, then taking them to the junkyard?
Yeah, because they're like all over the front yard. Just say it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. Alright, I'm going to take the shortcut.
I asked you about. He said he can't eat until 2 o'clock, and I tell him, well, it's 2 o'clock somewhere. It's 2 o'clock where I
can't get
live,
up
of course.
Okay, I'll take care of it.
Okay, I have never seen that.
Oh, this is something I fully admit I stole from Strimtom. Not
What?
a trick that I learned or came up with. This is...
What? How to die at level 11?
That too. No, this jump around, dance around that I just did to get to this first lever.
I was in a group with Jerry, and it was broadcasting. and a guy jumped up on the a safe point. Jerry says, "Get off of there." He says, "Why? It's a safe point." He says, "Yeah, but you're not supposed to do that. That's not what the game's you're supposed to do in the game." I thought, "Oh, you do that, stay alive."
Jerry is things like that. Standing someplace where it's difficult for mobs to hit you, stuff like that is not something that Jerry appreciates. He's always been that way.
If they don't want it in the game, they should take it out.
That's what I feel about it too.
Well, when a certain streamer started streaming R10s and all the safe spots, they had slowly started fixing.
Yeah, that's true.
If anything, Jerry should have been like, "Thank you, gonna fix that."
Right.
Louisbelle's the one that actually takes care of all that stuff. She sees a lot of that stuff, and she always wanted to fix it. She always also she must hate warlocks because she says, that needs to be nerfed. That needs to be nerfed. That needs to be nerfed.
I'll move when I see Durham move.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like warlocks are one of those. I don't know if you guys heard of this game, Soul Edge, the original, like before Soul Calibur was Soul Calibur.
Yep, my buddy used to have an arcade of that in his house.
You know Cervantes in there, how
Yep.
he starts off with, like he's like what you call newbie friendly, right? Like at first you're like, he has to be the best. You're like, I'm still so strong. But like, when you really look at the statistics, they're not that great. Like that's what Warlock is to me. It's like an elusive. Like people feel strong as Warlocks, but
I was
really,
like, what's that guy with the bow staff? Keelik? Out of that game?
I can't remember his name either.
He's the best character.
I always liked Li Long.
Keelik had the best air juggle and could get ring outs really easy if you scored one.
That's true. Oh, and you can get them. I loved how in that game you can launch them far, like super far. You know what I mean? Like you can.
Yep.
There's like a building around the arena. You can hit them against that building.
Well, I play a lot of Warlock, even though that Warlock is not my the team that I had the most. I mean, I have 2 Warlocks over on my own server, but then I have 8 Artificers because I love Artificers. But Warlocks are glass cannons. I mean, they can deal out a lot of damage, but at the same time, they get hit once or twice, they're dead.
Well, it depends on how you build. Like in Light and Spirit Warlocks, they can become tanky, but what I feel like, because they front and back ended them. So in the middle, you're not really advancing much. Like once you hit 12,
fighting.
Fight it.
Okay.
The north wing is
you're good, and then like in epic levels, you get the rest of your stuff. But like if you look at them in the DC and spell variety aspect, they don't have that much variety, and freaking they're also through their enhancement trees get the least amount of bonus to their DCs.
And their DPS is the lowest in the.
I agree on that part, but at the same time, when I go into a room, of course I get all the ag because I hit everybody. It's just like everybody's in front of me, or even maybe 6 feet behind me. Everybody gets hit with the same amount of damage, so I'm softening the whole party up at once.
Yeah, that's the thing about their DPS is that like from the get-go it's decent, and then it increases to good, but it's sustainable. It doesn't cost spell points. You just hit the button and go.
Yeah.
Yep.
But like these people are talking. The guys running with me. They say, "Oh man, I just crit for that guy, 15,000 point." If I ever see more than 3,500, and that's with Colors of the Queen, it
Try
would be
playing a
amazing.
sorcerer at in-game if you want to see crit.
I know.
Play Sorcerer at freaking mid-game. Sorcerer is just... I had a level 16 Sorcerer carrying me through. My level 18 Monk carried me. Like, I didn't have to do nothing.
We had an Ice Orc in Fire and Thunder Peaks, and they crit for 230,000.
Wow. I have seen a posting for 43,000, but I have never seen a posting for that much.
Well, that's against a mob that's like vulnerable to ice damage.
Yeah.
How's it going,
Next
guys?
event, bring your mains, 30 days perma. Yeah, I like the idea of something more along those lines, where you copy over your main. The problem is that you have to set the rewards up in a weird way, which is why I threw out the idea that everything was time based, and as you earned experience, you basically added time back to a clock. That when you ran out of time, your character died. So you have to be like constantly earning XP to build up time on your clock.
Oh, you guys die?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, Thoughtguard just put out there like a random next time on Dragon Ball hardcore server.
Oh, okay.
I feel like the
Right,
next
copy,
time
not
should
transfer.
be all the mobs are Bob Saget and invisible and displaced, and shrines kill you. I think that would make
So what you
season
mean is they're
2.
constantly intoxicated. You could just
Yeah.
Alright, are you
And-
solving a... Okay, you're solving backwards.
I'm solving this one.
That's
The
fine.
first one that you go to.
That's
If
fine.
that's backwards, then
You
I
don't
don't know
want
what
to be
to
right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's fine. Oh no! You got it right. Okay, good. I thought I saw you click into place. Yeah. Too slow to do that. Let's see. I have to switch some things, I think, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, man.
No, but I can at least not heal the guy. That's a thing I can do. Do not play that. Just get off my screen.
Can I have a jump?
Yeah. I'll jump you, big boy.
Daka.
Zabita.
A toneless voice echoes through the foundry.
By the time I get to the market, I'd be dead.
Struck in 5 minutes. Please evacuate immediately.
Freaking, that's how Voodoo keeps on saying like, you want me to come over there and show you how it's done, and then he dies falling over a hill in the.
I mean, that's a way to show us how it's done. He wasn't very specific on what it was, I guess.
Did you see those dogs try to grease us? That was key.
Dude, it was really awesome. Should take care of those guys. How's your resistances? Or your
4
protections?
minutes until Awar's voice is heard.
Still good?
By speaking stone. I know you're running for your life, but this is important. Keep
I like your cheering, Sam. You fell. Excellent. Good job. Yeah, exactly.
And Sam did some awesome cheering yesterday.
I run the race. That was fun.
As soon as I see someone reach
You're-
the exit,
I did. Oh yeah, last night in the pen and paper. Yeah, the pen and paper cheering was awesome.
Freaking, I'm that jack of all trades. I did not know that applied to all
it seems
ability
strong,
checks.
doesn't
That
it?
was kind of.
Yeah.
Turns out it even affects your initiative because that's a dex
Why-
check.
That's why bards are awesome.
That's why. That's it. That's the.
I mean, that's part of it.
Felt like I was about to fall off the thing.
You know, bards are the best spellcasters in 5th edition.
especially the lore college ones.
They do have access to
Yeah,
that
that's-
healing cantrip spell.
That's what makes them the best spellcasters, the lore bard, because they can just get any spell.
And counter spell is amazing with Jack of all trade.
Oh no, we've been playing the new Pathfinder, and I don't know. Sometimes I really like it as a bard, and sometimes I'm like, man, I wish this would be just a little better.
Thank you very much.
Yep. Get my Dusk Brood Trumpeter. I mean, I'm like very pro my team, whether the team wants me to be pro them or not. Like, they're the best at what they do, and if what they do is fall off a horse, then I'm so proud of them. Alright, you're the man with the clock. What's next on your agendas?
Well, I think it's 2:30 for me. I think I want to get off.
Oh, gross. Not this time. Oh, you mean off this... Okay.
Well, my wife is here for a few minutes.
Oh,
before she goes
gross.
back to the next pharmacy. So
Yeah, I better call it for today. For
Alright, seems strong.
probably have time to do like a last stand, but
I'm strangely aroused right now.
Oh, boy.
what favor?
It's up to you if you want to do the one thing or not. If not, it's totally fine. I'll just go run desert for a few minutes and just talk to the chat before it's leaving.
Almost 1900. That's
Yeah.
you guys already turned in your 1750 then,
yep.
Yeah.
so you don't lose it by accident.
Yeah.
You didn't see our mascara eye?
No, I didn't.
I'm wearing sunglasses.
I had stone skin on like 99% of the time.
I do my best
Oh,
I can to keep
Waiting
everyone's
for
attention.
Toxicoma to help me farm that stuff, and after that, I'm gonna have my little scarf.
Oh, man,
Viewers,
one of the people in my party has one of the mimics. So loud.
viewers of the stream on the hardcore server, does anyone have a desire for a dynastic falcata?
I tried to give one away in guild and nobody wanted.
It doesn't seem that bad.
I'd take it if no one wants it. Mail that stuff to Nikolai.
I'm not mailing anything. You want something, you walk over here and you come get it.
In fact,
I'm
I
gonna
spend
quest.
plat for that.
Sims doesn't believe in the postal service.
No, they fired, or they didn't fire me. They talked to me into quitting. I was so mad.
How'd they do
That's-
that?
Huh?
How'd they talk you into quit?
So I was working at the post office, and my dyslexia was kicking in really bad, and I was working like 18-hour days, right? And I went to my postmaster several times, and I was telling him what was going on, and he's like, "Well, you passed the test, right?" I'm like, "Yes, I passed the test. I can control it but as I become more tired, it gets worse, and as it takes a lot of mental energy to do this." He's like, "Okay, yeah, I get that." And he goes, "I don't want to lose you as an employee because you work so hard." And I'm like, "Thank you, I appreciate that." He's like, "So what I want to do is transfer you to this in-building position instead of having me out deliver mail." He's like, "And that doesn't have anything to do with numbers, so it'll be really good for you." And I'm like, "All right, sweet. I have to kick you out here for leave beforehand." I'm like, "Perfect." And he goes, "Well, the way the unions are set up, you have to resign from this position before I can transfer you to this position." I'm like, "Okay." So I filled out my the paper that he gave me to do to resign, and in that little paragraph that you have to write, I'm like, "As recommended by my postmaster, as part of a transfer process, I'm resigning from X position so I can take Y position in a week or whatever." Right? And then 2 weeks later, he calls me and he goes, "Oh man, I'm so sorry. I just found out they're pulling all of this equipment out of the Salina area and putting it in Wichita. So unfortunately, that position I was going to give you is no longer available. And I'm like, well, is there anything else that I can do? He goes, unfortunately, they're rearranging the Salina system. So I'm actually on a hiring freeze. And I'm like, okay, well, just keep me in mind of what's going on. Well, I was already on an unemployment from another thing. I was just doing supplemental, I was just trying to, like, find a better position than milking my unemployment forever. So then the unemployment people, like, did you quit a job? And I'm like, well, technically I did resign from the post office because I was part of the transfer process. And they're like, oh yeah, that won't be a big deal, we'll just get it fixed. So then they call the postmaster, and the postmaster goes, yeah, he quit for no reason because he heard I'm calling on behalf of unemployment, and he just like snapped, like, yeah, no, that's not why.
That's super scummy.
Yeah.
Did you see that guy in the grocery store and spit at his?
No, I would never do anything like that. But I went in there and I talked to him, like, hey man, like, what happened? Like, I was already on unemployment from before. I was just doing this. He's like, yeah, I don't know. I guess I told them the wrong thing or whatever. And I'm like, okay, well, they're going to call back because I'm appealing this. Please tell them that the story. He goes, yeah, I will. But then he never answered the calls or returned the calls from unemployment. So I just got completely shafted. No, I did not have a copy of my resignation letter. Maybe I should have done that. Oh, no, there's several reasons I could have left that job and not had a problem had I known better. I just had never had experience with unemployment before.
I was the same way when my company retired me after 38 years. And they said, don't worry about it, you'll get on disability. I said, no, they won't put me on disability. And of course I made a joke I shouldn't have made, which he didn't reply to it, but reason I wasn't going to get disability, but they took me immediately. And I went up there 2 weeks later, they sent me a letter that says, yes, you qualify, period. But I thought it was impossible to get on disability.
So here's the thing, Wood, is that it wasn't a benefit from the post office that was my unemployment. It was from a previous job that wrongfully terminated me.
At the post office for like a few months, right?
Yeah, it was less than 2 months total. So, and the first month was all training, and I didn't even, I literally did the delivery 5 days.
I don't think that you even qualify for unemployment if you're there less than 6.
Yeah, I would. It was not their unemployment. It was previous unemployment. So all he did was nuke my unemployment from my other company. Yeah, where I still feel wrongfully terminated, but not wrongfully terminated by the state standards where I could sue or whatever. Had I documented everything from when my new manager arrived, I had started documenting things because he was really making life terrible. I had started documenting it. Had I continued documenting it, I would have had evidence of a hostile work environment. And I had talked to his supervisor about it several times, and I had talked to HR about it several times, but eventually there was just this perfect window of shenanigans where he was able to push me out.
I don't usually talk about name places, but there's one major corporation that a friend of mine works for, and they've asked him promotion. Tried to give him promotion. Asked him if he'd take the promotion. He says no. And one of his bosses asked him, "Why do you not want to take the promotion to manager?" He says, "Because you put somebody in management, and because of something happened, usually about 2 to 3 weeks, you said they can't do their job, and then you fire them." It says, "I've been here now 12 years, and it says I have seen this happen so much. I'll never take management." He says, That's the way you get rid of employments here at this company.
Wow.
He said that they could give you a job as a management or something, and he says then the next thing is cancel it, and we have no more openings for anything else, and then you're fired, and you can't fight them over it. You know, it's just the way it is.
Right.
And so I said, I have never heard that before. And he said, yeah, that's the reason I've been there. Of course, now he quit there after 16 years. But the thing of it is that, you know, he saw all this all the time. He says, yeah, he says, young people come in, they work for the company, they give them a couple of raises, get their salary up a little bit, then said, hey, we're going to promote you to management, put them in management. And he says, I guarantee you in less than 4 weeks, they're out of here.
That's great.
It's rough.
Then they
My
can
job-
hire somebody in cheaper to do the job that that the kid was doing because he'd had several raises.
In my job, we have cameras everywhere on the inside, and if they want to fire you, they'll start like going through your shifts on the camera and like mark down every time 3 minutes longer than they think it's supposed to take to do, and they'll like start a paper trail. It'll take about a week, and then they'll get you out of there.
I think one of the hardest ones for me on, I had access to Cynthia, I can't even say it, Cynthia areas.
Sensitive?
Cynthia. Thank you.
No, he means the areas
areas.
are alive, like
Yeah.
sentient.
But I think that mine was Jury TV is probably the most secured place that you can imagine that's out there. That and places that distribute narcotics to hospitals and pharmacies. That was another one. And those buildings are not marked. You always wonder why when they get robbed, because nobody knows who they are. They don't put names on the outside of their buildings. You can't enter their buildings. There's nobody there at the buildings, but yet there's buildings with safes in the underground that's just full of drugs. You know, millions and millions of dollars, and nobody knows where they're at.
Well, I mean, I didn't
think
know
they-
this until now, so now I got to look for unmarked buildings where no one works at and just filled with underground drugs.
You're gonna go in, and it's gonna be a gay bathhouse.
Well, you won't get to the front door. Don't worry about it, because they're secured. And they are a secured area. They really are. But because I always wonder why places like that never get robbed, and that's the reason that they don't notify or you have to let people know what they do there.
Yeah,
And,
I know a guy. His wife does delivery for a company like that. Like she drives a truck around and delivers it.
Yeah, and
She
they
said
usually don't
it's
mark the
real.
trucks.
It's like you have to be real meticulous about your inventory and everything because you can get fired in a heartbeat and something comes.
Well,
I mean,
my
that
wife
sounds
is
good.
a pharmacy tech, and they have unscreening drug tests. And before she could even apply for it, she had to show that she had never been arrested, never used drugs, never been
Well, yeah,
all that
because
stuff.
the
There were a
one-
lot of qualifications.
The one time that they let somebody through and that one person decides to like cross a line and steal a bunch of stuff or whatever, that's real costly.
I worked as a security guard, and they're not that.
Yeah, I worked as a
Scrupulous.
security guard at for the hospital for a summer, and it was pretty sweet. The worst story, an After Dark story, happened at the hospital. And if people ask me, I'll tell that story in an After Dark episode.
Yeah, security's not bad if you don't mind staying up all night.
Yeah, I used to be work security for the president. That was
He took an arrow to the knee.
The president of your mama's house, maybe.
It was President Garfield. You know, we were in the subway, and then all of a sudden he started bleeding. I said, "Shut up! I'm trying to get this girl's number."
Go eat your lasagna.
Oh man.
Next thing you know, he dies on the surgery bed. It wasn't my fault.
How's that your fault he dies on the surgery bed? That doesn't sound like your fault.
It's not my fault.
Yeah.
That's why
He
I
would
have
have
a
lived
good
if
security
if
guard.
that doctor would have washed his hands.
I know, right? You know,
Thanks, Ben.
on my dad's side of the family, I'm actually distantly related to that president.
Garfield.
Yeah, it's weird.
Is that why you like lasagna?
Who doesn't?
I actually
love
don't eat
lasagna?
enough lasagna.
My wife made stuffed shells the other night. I might just go put some... Well, it'll probably take forever to get heated back up. Sounds good, though.
Do you also hate Monday?
Who doesn't hate Mondays?
I don't mind
I don't
Mondays.
mind.
It's another day of the week for me.
Everybody hates Mondays. Magic Mondays.
I liked last Monday.
I like Magic Mushroom Mondays.
I honestly
What?
didn't care for last Monday.
Last Monday was basically a Sunday.
That guy's
'Cause
shooting
it's a
me
holiday.
full of rock. Nah, my problem with last Monday and that holiday in general is a whole bunch of people who don't understand the holiday for reals, like, put out a bunch of their propaganda. And I still worked because the small business owner, we don't take holidays. You gotta
I
be
went to
real
the-
sick to take a sick day, too.
I went to the Renfest with all those people.
Yeah, you won a freaking, like, 3rd place in a beard contest.
I did.
And you, like, won 1st place in my heart in a coloring contest.
I used almost every color in that crayon. I did some shading and everything.
Oh, man.
I think my beard and your beard should have children. We should
Oh,
study
wow.
your beard.
I'd like to see how you gonna explain how you got tangled up in your beard then.
Well, just tell the truth. Our beard was having hot beard loving.
Furious friction.
Congress
Wait a minute,
tangled.
you are saying beard like on your face and not beer that you drink.
Beard.
Yeah, beard. Yeah.
Beard.
Chicken dinner? Chicken sounds good.
Yeah, it does.
I'll probably just
Yeah.
do what I've been doing all week and just take, like, a slice of cheese and put it in the...
Chicken and dumplings.
in
Oh,
the
yeah.
tortilla with a slice of turkey and just eat it, then go to bed.
Oh,
That
is
sounds
great.
awful.
That sounds great to me.
It's actually pretty good.
I gotta go and make burritos for my mother-in-law. Right, as soon as I get off from here, she wants me to make it for dinner for them tonight.
I think I'm gonna grill some chicken and put some barbecue sauce on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm not like somebody who has to always have something quality to eat. I just need something to...
That's because you can't taste anything.
That's probably true. My taste buds are definitely different.
I
Well,
mean, everyone's
I just feel
taste buds are
terrible.
different.
Well, I don't have a sense of smell, so people...
Sweet Baby Ray's is like 5 out of 10.
Oh no, my back.
You're being generous today, Beef.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, like I literally said earlier, as he's like giving people scores, I'm like, oh man, all these times he's giving me a score.
It's not KC Masterpiece, which is like the utter garbage of barbecue sauce.
Oh, I'm gonna get plus.
That's one of my friend's
four
favorite
on the
barbecue sauces.
That's like what they serve at McDonald's in the little dipping packet.
My friend absolutely loves KC Masterpiece.
Oh, your friend has no taste.
I think
hope-
it's just because it says KC on it.
Maybe.
Because he's from Kansas City, so he's just like...
We had a restaurant here that opened up that was a KC Masterpiece restaurant. It was only open for like 6 months.
One restaurant around here that I thought it has stayed open for a extremely long period of time. I think it's been open now for 20 years, but their main menu is lettuce wraps. You know, you can have anything you want to, but they use lettuce as instead of bread. They use lettuce and they roll up things in it, and that is one of their trademarks. And they have a standing crowd in this restaurant for people to be served food there.
They don't have any seats.
I think their restaurant's pretty close to 220.
Yeah, it's like Cozy Inn here in Salina. It's pretty much always standing, but they have, I think, 6 seats. They're a six stool restaurant. It's like, we're always got standing room. You only have 6 seats.
Yeah, there's a restaurant chain here that opened up, and then they opened one up next to us. And for the first year and a half, it was really standing room. You can't even get into the place. It's hard. I live. Tennessee is probably one of the most underpaid
Oh man.
states in the union, and it has so people who live here are, you get custom not if you're down here, if you're making $20 an hour, you're top end. If you make basically 63,000 a year, you're a millionaire, and things down here show it in what you buy. I watch these places where they build houses, stuff like that. You can basically get a 3,000 square foot home down here for about maybe 210,000, and every place else is just ridiculous on the prices and stuff like that. But when this restaurant opened up and they had hamburgers, and you can create your own hamburger, but the hamburger patty was $10. That didn't sell. They went broke really quick. They didn't have no customers.
I mean, if it was like aged beef or something, I could see.
Yeah, but it made no difference. Most people, you got to think that that's one hamburger. You got a family of 4. That's $40. They charge, like, for the bread that you pick, it's $1.25 per piece of cheese is 75 cents. Lettuce add on to it, 75 cents.
Yeah,
A tomato add to it,
It's
75
like
cents.
an $18 hamburger.
Yes, that is exactly what it was. Or you can take one already made up. I think their mushroom jalapeno burger is $15, which I tried it and it's good, but
My dad has property on a lake in Missouri, and there's like a really small town down there, and there's a burger place, and they do this 50-50 burger that's like half ground chuck and half ground bacon. It's the best burger I've ever had in my life, and it was like $6.50.
Yeah, we had a place here in town that made his own hamburger meat like that, and it was very similar. It was good.
mine is that my recipe when I make hamburgers for people, which everybody says, "Oh, your hamburgers are always juicy. How you do it?" Well, this one's simple. You just put an egg in it. As you take your meat, you put it in a bowl. You put an egg in there. The egg will actually keep it moist as it cooks. Then you add your spices, black pepper or any seasoning
I
that
like
you
to
like.
do dehydrated onions and Worcestershire sauce in my beef patty.
I put an egg yolk in mine. I don't put the entire egg in though.
I put the whole egg in there. I don't mind it because it just makes it moist. And like I said, when it cooks up, the inside will be nice and juicy. Of course, my thing is that I usually, if I'm going to make hamburgers, I usually get ground chuck because I want it to be medium rare. I like mine pink inside. I don't like it cooked at the outside that you
next
can
time-
take an axe to.
Next time, get half as much ground chuck and replace the rest of it with like butcher quality bacon. You will be impressed.
I grind my own meat. I like to use just sirloin steak.
God, it is the best, definitely.
All right, so we have a question wanting to know about the main mechanics of the game here. So it kind of varies a lot. Basically, the game is based off of 3.5 as the core rule set for Dungeons and Dragons. And then it kind of has some add-ons from there. But basically, it's like a really complicated shooter where you're actually watching from third-person perspective. You can watch first-person perspective if you like, but it's basically... Thanks, Beef. Have a great one, my friend.
Bye,
See you
Beef.
later.
Bye, beef.
But basically, it's a shooter game in an MMO shell. And if you're good at ducking and dodging and your WAS skills are strong, you'll do well in this game. That is probably the chief mechanic.
But you don't need to be able to aim though. Is the thing. Like you don't need to actually like use the reticle to hit certain things like monsters usually.
Yeah, I mean it can help. You will want to do that a lot for certain things. As you can see, I got my reticule up now. You can even go into full-time reticule mode. But you can also hard target things and run around and do stuff as well. Yeah, backpack.
Yeah, but it's not a skill that you need to play the game.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And actually, I've been learning a lot about what this game provides for people with certain, like I have a guildie in Sarlona that's colorblind, and you know those gems that you light up and they turn a color. Those have the color of the gem is not the only defining thing. There's also a little symbol in the center, and I'm like, wow, that's cool. They thought of colorblind people
Yeah, that's
for those
something they've
things.
added relatively recently. There's a lot of stuff for the colorblind.
It's
Um,
very friendly. You also don't need legs to play this game, too. It turns out.
you don't need legs. Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
I hate you right now.
So it's wheelchair accessible.
It
Oh my
is, in
God.
fact, wheelchair accessible. That's I just said I hated him right now. All right.
On that note, I'm out of here too. Everybody have a good day and enjoy the game.
Have a good night,
Later.
buddy. We'll see you later.
See you
Yeah.
later.
Nim, I'm in the harbor right now.
Nim mind.
If
All right,
you
I'll
want
be
to come
right
get the
there.
thing.
You know what? We really do appreciate you hanging out, Nim mind.
Yeah, it was good. It was good times.
I like to add my mind to Niv.
I'll put this stuff up here for now, I guess.
All right, I'm on my way. I had to go to Sharn to get to the ship, to get to the harbor.
It's all good. I need to take some time and figure out how I'm going to do some gear stuff, but not going to worry about it right now. Make some swap-a-root skis. There's just one harbor. Is that you?
Yeah, I'm booty. Where are you at?
I'm at the banker.
All right.
I can move a little bit too.
I'll be right. Yeah, there you go, Samus.
Yeah, where? Is this you? Okay, I see
Yeah.
you. I see you now. Here you go, bud.
Thank you. I might actually use that on this guy because you can use your charisma to hit and damage with it.
Correct. Alright, everybody, with that, I think I'm going to have a little bit of a throw up and a lay down. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. Unfortunately, Peter never cheered anything, so I guess I'm not going to play his little video. Let me just double check that I was correct. The no bits came from Peter. That's correct. So maybe in the future Peter will help support the stream with a little bit of financial love, and then maybe he'll get some privileges to like have stuff like that watched and whatnot again. So I don't know. I'll see if I can get Remington around too at some point and talk about
September hype.
yeah, about Smash or whatever. Okay, everybody, I'm out. Peace, much love. Is there anybody streaming Dungeons and Dragons online right now that could use a little bit of love?
Don't forget that subs are half price, so if you want to sub to Samus, right now is the best time.
That's true. That is true.
And if you want to give bits, as long as you give at least 100 bits, Subway will pitch in 1%. Or 10%. Sorry, 10%.
10%. Up to, I believe, 10 bonus points, but I'm not sure. I guess I'm going to throw it to Rose Loveless over here. Streamtom's already got 60 viewers, so we'll give a little bit of love to second place. I guess currently third place, but it'll be second place. I've not caught this person's stream, so I know nothing about them. So if this is, if you're interested in the, I cannot raid that channel.
What?
Yeah, it says I'm unable to raid them.
Huh. Well, that's interesting. I don't
That
think
is
I've
weird.
ever run into that before.
Yeah, I've not either. Rose Loveless. Did I just like copy it wrong?
They don't need your charity.
Maybe they have you blocked.
Really? Is that a thing? Alright, well I guess we're gonna raid Streamtom then.
Fuck it.
That's right. Frack it. All right, everybody.
Fry.
Morning streams.
With that, I'm gonna bounce out of here. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Like, subscribe, follow, and peace and many kittens to you. Toodles.
Have a great day.